risky behavior.
Yo, what's up? What's up? How y'all doing? Welcome to Risky Behavior. I am your host, Mr. Diabolical himself, also known as Schmelly. Today I'm coming with the pop the balloon or find love reaction. And I was watching Pop the Balloon, and what I'm about to say can go for the man and the women. This particular one I'm doing right now is going to be about men. And the title says, Men Seem to Be Fed Up with Dating. And the reason I came to that thought was because when I'm watching Pop the Balloon, now my first thought was, would I ever go on a show like that? For me personally, it would be my last option. I would have to be at the end of my rope when it comes to dating for me to ever put myself out like that and go on to one of these shows. And that's when it clicked for me. Because when I watch these shows, sometimes when I'm looking at the facial expressions, how people act, um, how they seem to be on that show, it's hard for them to find somebody on that show. It seems like they're never satisfied. It's always some little reason making them pop the balloon. They can never seem to, you know, cross that line to go on to a date. And then I got the feeling that people don't I see them go on these shows like Pop the Balloon, but they don't seem to be enthused. They don't seem to be excited. It's like they go on the show because they want the opportunity to find a match and to find love and to find a date. But it seems like it's kind of like they don't really believe that they will. And so in this particular episode of Pop the Balloon that I'm about to play is the one that gave me that idea. I'm looking at the facial expressions on these men, how no matter if the woman seems like she's cool, no matter if she seems like she's beautiful, no matter if it seems like they're interested, they still are kind of hesitant with taking that step to go ahead. And even though they came on the show, but it's kind of like they putting themselves out there, but in a weird way, they're still holding back. And so, and what I realized is modern dating can be challenging for many due to a combination of societal and technological and personal factors. The rise of dating apps, while expanding the pool of potential partners, often leads to overwhelming choices and superficial judgments based on profiles and pictures. This can result in a paradox of choice where individuals feel less satisfied with their decisions and more anxious about missing out on other options. Additionally, societal shifts towards individualism and career prioritization can delay relationship commitments, creating a misalignment in relationship goals. The pressure to present a curated, idealized version of oneself online can also lead to authenticity issues and insecurity. Together, these factors contribute to modern man's disenchantment with the dating process, making it harder to find genuine and lasting connections. Bum, 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 bum. I don't want to play all the music and stuff.
So we're gonna be bringing out some single women one by one. When she comes around this corner, if she's your type, outfit, hair, makeup, everything looks good and you're feeling it, do not pop your balloon. However, if there's anything you're not a fan of, whatever it may be, your preference, if you're not liking it, go ahead and pop that balloon. And I'll go over to a few of you and see why you ended up popping. Are we ready? Okay. All right. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and bring out our first single lady. Hello. Welcome in. I'll have you hold that. What's your name?
Sandra,
Sandra, how old are you?
39. I had to
Okay.
think about that. Sorry. No, actually, I'm 38. I'll be 39 in November. I'm so sorry, guys.
It's okay. The nerves.
Yes.
All right. And now, Sandra, what do you do?
I am a phlebotomist. I recently got into a lead position, but I've been doing phlebotomy for 11 years.
Wow.
and I don't mean to say but I've been doing phlebotomy for 11 years, but I also travel as an independent contractor as well.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what are some things you like to do for fun?
For fun, I like to do, you can hear it in my voice. I'm so sorry. So for fun, I like to do anything that takes me out of my comfort zone.
Okay.
So recently I tried kayaking on my own.
Mhm.
So that was different for me. So like anything that take me out of my comfort zone.
Okay. Very
Yeah.
cool. Now, what are some things you look for in a man?
Some things that I do look for in a man is a man that's going to prioritize me in the relationship, a man that's going to allow me to rest in my femininity, a man that doesn't, oh, no, excuse me. Oh, I'm speaking of everything that I do want. So, yeah, a man that prioritizes me in the relationship, a man that allows me to rest in my femininity, a guy that's just going to shower me with gifts and love and just everything great.
Okay. Nice.
Yes.
Now, what are some deal breakers?
Some deal breakers are, I would have to say, a guy that does not prioritize me. A guy that has a wandering eye.
Mm.
Uh, and what else?
I mean, that's good enough.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we did get a couple of pops. Let's
Yeah,
go on over there, see why they ended up popping.
Okay.
All right. Let's start right here with your name and age.
Hubert, and I'm 37.
And Hubert, what do you do?
I'm in software sales. Yep.
Very cool. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
Well, one, I have a child, and my son is my first priority. So when someone says they want me to prioritize them, that's a red flag for me. But also, gifts isn't my love language.
Oh man, I did it again. Hey, appreciate you doing saying that, Salty. I didn't realize I was muted. I ain't say nothing important. I was laughing at what you said. I said that her weave did not look too bad to me. And stuff because you were saying you didn't like it. I was just laughing at that. So uh I was saying this show, man, seemed to be fed up with dating. The dude that's talking now, though, his name, the Herbert guy, right here. I want you to pay attention to his facial expressions. He says that he's going to say later on he's a naturally nonchalant person, but he just seems like he doesn't really want to be there. And so I was using this show to say that a lot of times on these dating shows, it seems like people come here as like a last ditch effort, I guess. But it seems like people are fed up with dating. Like it's just so difficult to this point, the unrealistic expectations, what people are looking for. I don't think people really believe that they're going to find it. And I'm noticing as I watch these shows, a lot of people they come there hoping to find something, I guess, but it seems like they really don't have faith that they will find it.
Which to give. Like I don't believe in showering people with gifts. I feel like that's earned. And if you're my partner and I feel, motivated to do so, I will do so. But like if that's what you coming in, like I want to be showered with gifts, wrong guy. Yep.
Got it. Now, is he someone that's your type?
He could be. He could be. But I truly believe if I was your woman, you would want to shower me with gifts.
Possibly.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go to our next pop
Sure.
balloon. All right, if we can start with your name and age.
I'm Johnny. I'm 38.
And Johnny, what do you do?
I am a traffic controlman. I'm an artist. I'm a photographer. I do a whole
Yep.
lot of stuff.
Very cool. And so why did you end up popping your balloon?
I mean, like, I know my priorities. I mean, my priorities is my kids. I'm a single father, so I gotta, you feel me?
Okay.
You feel me?
Yeah, put the kids first.
Yes.
All righty.
But have you ever heard the saying, if you take care of yourself first, then you could take care of everyone else? So
part.
you wouldn't prioritize yourself first, then
I
your
do.
woman?
Then my
Your kids
kids.
is gonna be your priority, period.
Bingo.
Right.
On
Well,
top
so
of
it's not.
everything,
It shouldn't be a competition between your children and
you
your woman.
feisty.
No, I'm not fighting it.
I
I'm
like
just saying.
I like it. Continue.
No, I was done.
Finish.
All right. So now, is he someone that's your type?
No.
Okay. And why not?
I just know. I I I
Hmm.
can't really say. It might be the tattoo on the face that's giving me
Indeed.
like street
It's fine.
vibes.
Hmm.
I'm just saying. It
I mean,
gives me like
everybody got a
street
past
vibes.
though, like, but
Right.
I'm very positive. I'm an optimistic person,
Okay.
but I understand.
Sure.
And what they're arguing about, I think both sides are right. You are supposed to prioritize your kids when you're out there dating and you meeting somebody. I think this points to the issue of the fact that we have so many children born out of wedlock, and that's the problem. If people did things the right way, prioritizing your woman, prioritizing your wife, this conversation, it would not even be an issue. It's only an issue because so many people are having kids out of wedlock, then they want to go back out there and date. And what she's saying is not necessarily wrong. What they're saying is not necessarily wrong. It's just only an issue because every single guy up there has kids.
Cool. Thank you. Let's head on back. And we did get a pop back here. If we can start off with your name and age.
My name is La 40.
Okay. And what do you do?
I'm an entrepreneur, investor, you know. Yeah, pretty much.
All right. And so why did you end up popping your balloon?
Just because she said started off with like shower you with gifts and things, and like you said, that's earned. I'm not a selfish person. I do give people gifts, but you shouldn't come expecting it at first, you know. And I also have 2 children. That's going to be like the number one priority until they're of age.
Yeah.
So now, is he someone that's your type?
He's physically fit, but again, the tattoos. I mean, I got a tattoo, but I only have one. I'm not really attracted to the guys with a lot of tattoos.
Okay. All right. Cool. And then we did get a few more pops. Let's start here with your name and age.
Okay.
My name is Micah,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm 42.
And Micah, what do you do?
I'm a networking engineer in the cybersecurity field.
Nice. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
Yeah, I ended up popping because just the energy. I don't think I was kind of gravitating to it, so I just decided to pop. Yeah.
I see. Cool. So is Micah someone that you would go for?
No.
Okay. Why not?
I guess his height.
Okay. Just a little.
But I've dated short guys before, but I just don't feel attraction.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Let's go on over here. Let's start with your name and age.
My name Brian, 38.
And Brian, what do you do?
I'm an IT. I do IT. I'm also a personal trainer. Yeah.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
Like Freddie
I mean,
Jackson.
she seemed a little mannish to me, you know what I'm saying? And I get that little mannish vibe.
Yeah.
From her. Then I got tattoos too, so that's another thing. But I mean, I just get that little mannish vibe. I mean, I'm cool, I like that. She's pretty, but it's a little mannish.
Mannish. Do you know what he means by that? Can you elaborate?
I can elaborate. Basically, she liked to take control. I could tell she liked to take control, and I'm the guy that like to take control of, in my relationship. I lead, so and that's just what it is.
Okay. Okay. Now, is he someone that's your type?
No.
You had to think about that for a bit. What makes him not your type?
The fact that what he said.
Okay.
Because I don't think I like to take control. I like for my man to be in control.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Did get another pop down here. Let's start with your name and age.
Name's Chad. I'm 38.
And Chad, what do you do?
I own a mobile pet care business.
Okay. Right. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
The first thing I heard was being showered with gifts. The second thing was when you said, "Oh boy, down the way" was too short and we're eye to eye. I figured I'm in the same boat as him. So, yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. So now, is he someone that's your type? Like, just he's being hopeful.
He's like, no. Mm-mm.
Okay. And why not? Why not for him?
Just no attraction.
No. Okay. All right. Well, let's go over to our last unpopped balloon. Let's start with your name and age.
I'm Danny, 38.
And Danny, what do you do?
I'm an entrepreneur.
Okay, very cool. So you do have your balloon unpopped. Why so?
I mean, she's very beautiful. I'm just trying to figure out a little more about her. You know, I'm not scared of none of them standards and nothing like that. But I mean, it's just really on her, to be honest with you. Like, I'm just trying to figure out what she really about. Cause, you know, everybody want to be showered with gifts. Everybody want, you know, to be shown that they are cared for. That's why I took that as. But what are you going to do in return, you know, or to earn that?
Not quid pro quo. What am I going to do in return? I don't know if I like that.
You ain't got to like it. I'm just saying, I don't like.
I don't know, Salty. I don't know if she's masculine necessarily. I think she's, I guess, high maintenance. Would that be necessarily masculine? I think she'd be very I think she'd be asking for stuff all the time. I don't know. I didn't get masculinity necessarily from her. Her personality type from how she talked. I wouldn't particularly want to date her. I would think she would be always I think money, very much money motivated, wanting you to take care of all the time, wanting to be pampered and stuff like that. But I don't know if I would think she's masculine, like she would necessarily try to take control, but run you crazy and out your mind. It's weird. Oh, you said she looked masculine. Oh, she do. She do. I give you that one. I thought they was talking about her personality. Maybe, so they maybe was calling her masculine from a physical. Okay. I thought it just mean like her personality and stuff.
Showering folk with gifts without.
You don't like to shower you lady with gifts?
Look, it's about, my little language is like
but
reassurance.
Everybody is zeroing in on me saying showering gifts.
That's the first thing you
also
said,
mentioned
sweetheart.
resting in my femininity as well.
Well, let me tell you something.
So
the reason why they said that is because you didn't provide something like what you do for a man first, because that's easy to say. Any woman can come out here and say, yo, give me some gifts, and I can bust out the bank card and be like, wow. You know what I'm saying? But like, what makes you like worthy to receive that other than you just being fine?
Well, if and when you become my man, you would know, and I would be your woman, and that's in every sense. So,
like what? Like, what the hell does that mean? Like, like what does being my woman mean? Like, you know what I'm saying?
What does being your woman need? That means giving you support, giving you, nurturing you when you need, when you need to, just loving you with a pure heart.
How old are you again?
I'm 38.
Okay, we're the same age. All right, where you stay?
I live in Wisconsin, but I'm from Philadelphia.
Okay.
Yeah. How about you?
I'm from Georgia.
Georgia, okay.
Okay. I don't think she got kids.
Are you thinking of a question, or what are you doing? You just staring.
I'm asking something.
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't remember her saying she had children.
So throughout the relationship, she's 38. You've been in multiple relationships, right? So what's something that you learned in your past relationships that you can put into your future relationship to make it last longer?
Something I've learned from my past relationships.
As you as a person, you know what I'm saying? They help you grow as a person and say, okay, I'm gonna take this into my next relationship and it's gonna last longer.
I would have to say it would have to be patience. I've had to work, on my patience over the years. And I've learned to take my time.
But yeah, Salty Nut, she don't have children, but being reminded of her age being 38, I would expect her to be a little bit more mature, a little bit better at explaining herself what she wants. And I think saying you want somebody that's generous, giving you gifts and stuff like that, I would think at the age of 38, she would have a better way of dating and coming on and saying what she wants in a relationship. 38, You should be mature enough. I mean, she kind of talks like she's still in her early 20s.
Okay. Are we good?
She fine. She just seemed like a lot though. It's like
What's a lot?
it just seemed like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, can I ask him a question?
yeah, ask me
All
something.
right. So on the scale of 1 to 10, and you can't use 7, how important is it to you that your next relationship ends in marriage?
Let me be honest with you. I don't want to even get into a relationship unless I see it. I'm all right.
Well, you're here for love, so.
Well, be honest with you, my grandmother just passed, right? So I appreciate it. But I seen my granddaddy stay by her side, or she was by his side till she could no longer be there. So if I can't envision you being old next to me, I'm not even really gonna give you no energy. To be honest with you, I can give you all the energy in the world, or I could just forget you exist.
That's
you know what I'm
hard.
saying? So
All right, we got to make a choice. Are you popping, or are we walking up there and making a match?
what you want to do?
Let's go. Oh, come on.
So
Were you so
All right, come on.
If you hesitant.
no, I'm not hesitant.
She's not.
Figure out what's like because
Let's walk up here.
Okay.
Come on.
We gotta walk back.
You don't have to.
Okay.
I'll stand over here.
Oh, God.
All right.
This just seemed like an investment.
A relationship is an
You know
investment.
what I'm saying? It's gonna be a mutual fund.
Yeah, that's
So
what a relationship is.
You'll come to me, and I gotta come to you. You with long distance and all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm open to long distance.
I'm clingy.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm talking about I wrap around you like a spider web.
I'm done. I cannot take him serious.
Any final questions? Are you going to pop, or are you gonna stay with her?
Huh?
All right. You can head on back.
Sweating and everything.
Right. All right. Well, that is all the balloons popped, unfortunately.
Yes.
But we do thank you for coming on. Let's go ahead and give it up for
Absolutely.
her, guys. I'll take this mic. Thank you so much.
And you know it's so crazy though, Salty, because I seen this whole episode. It's weird because you can tell he really like her, and I think he's seeing his personality throughout the show. I think he probably the only guy that could deal with her. What's weird is though, he really didn't seem to like any other women. I'm sorry, I'm getting tongue tied. He didn't seem to like any other woman that comes out and stuff. He might as well have went with her. To be honest.
All right, let's go ahead and bring out our next single lady.
He do like Adrian Broner.
Hello, welcome in. I'll have you hold that. What's your name?
My name is Crystal.
Crystal, how old are you?
I'm 39.
And what do you do?
I'm a senior level medical coordinator.
Very nice. What are some things you like to do for fun?
For fun, I like to cook. I love learning new recipes. I'm getting into outdoor cooking and grilling. I love spending time with family. I love traveling and I love wine tasting.
Okay. Now, what are some things you look for in a man?
In a man, I just need someone that's loyal, good with communication, have a relationship with God, as well as big on family as well.
Okay. Now, what are some of your deal breakers?
My deal breaker is a man that don't have a relationship with God. I would say a man that's not good with communication, a man that smokes cigarettes, and a man that has cats.
Oh, okay. All right. So we did get a few pops. Let's go on over there, see why they ended up popping. Let's start here with your name and age.
Hubert, 37.
And Hubert, why did you end up popping your balloon?
Just initially coming around the corner, not physically attracted. So I don't want to like waste her time or mine. So
He said, "Bye, Felicia." You know what's weird? Another thing that I think about, because I started off this show saying how like men are just they're just not enthused. It's kind of like the same. It's kind of crazy when you see these women coming out back to back, and it's like the same costume almost. It's the same weave. I mean, she done completely laid them edges just all over her forehead. Um, it's the makeup, and I can understand just being out there dating and just everyone that comes around the corner just the same costume, just over and over again, and you're just like wondering when is the woman for you going to come around this corner, and you ain't got to deal with these costumes no more. It's just ridiculous. He might just game her up after the show. Oh, the Adrian Broner looking dude, he's definitely gonna hit her up in her Instagram. I know he definitely gonna he gonna try. He gonna pop the balloon on the show and stuff, but he damn sure gonna he gonna double back for her.
Yep.
Got it. Now, is Hubert someone that's your type?
Yes, very well dressed and fit. Look like he's in fitness. So yeah.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you. And then we did
Oakland
get
booty,
one down
Oakland
over
face.
here. All right, let's start with your name and age.
Name's Chad. I'm 38.
And Chad, why did you end up popping your balloon?
I have a fat cat at my house, so yeah.
Not the cat.
Yeah, so I know it's not gonna work for you.
Okay, not a problem.
Got it. Now, before she said that you did have your balloon unpopped, why so?
I just wanted to hear a little more about her. She has a beautiful smile. I just wanted to see what the deal was, but she canceled me, so or my cat, I should say.
Now, is he someone that's your type? I know the cat, but apart
Yeah.
from that,
Yes, very well put together, clean cut. Seemed like he really into self-care. I love it.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Thank you. All right, let's head on back right here. We did get a pop. Let's get your name and age.
I'm Johnny. I'm 38.
Okay. And Johnny, why did you pop your balloon?
I mean, I'm into like more taller female.
Okay.
I mean, she's gorgeous, and she looked like she got a good spirit and whatnot. And yeah, I hope she found what she's looking for. You feel me?
Now, is Johnny someone that's your type?
I mean, I love his personality. He seemed very charming. So yeah.
Indeed.
Thank you. And we got another one right here. Let's start with your name and age.
My name Brian from DC. I'm 38.
Okay. And Brian, why did you pop your balloon?
Just not really my type, you know what I mean? Physically, on her teeth, she got a little lipstick on. I peeped that, and then if she get to walking away and I see a little pedicure could be a little better on the bottom of her feet. But other than that, that's just it, not my type.
Okay. All right. Now, is Brian someone that's your type?
Oh yeah, most definitely. He's well put together as well. Seemed like he's very ambitious and know what he's looking for. So thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
God,
And right here, let's start with your name and age.
My
He
name
hurt
is
her
Micah, and I'm
feelings.
42.
Micah, why did you pop your balloon?
I popped my balloon just because of the physical attraction wasn't there. Yeah, but you look really nice though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now, is Micah someone that's your type?
Oh my God, they all are nice.
Oh.
I would say he's very well put together. You guys really put it together tonight, and self-care is a plus. So yeah, I like the trim. Yeah.
Okay. And then one more down over here. Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
My name is La. I'm 40. You have a beautiful smile,
Thank you.
but I don't think the aura like did it for me. Like, and bring it in. And also, you said a man of God. I'm not an atheist or nothing, but I'm not in church every Sunday, or so that's pretty much it. I want to disappoint you on Sunday.
Well, when it comes to that, I said a man that has God involved in his life. Not saying you have to go to church every Sunday, but I understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We did get one more down over
Aw.
here. You hung on to the last minute. All right. Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Danny, I'm 38. It's just she's very beautiful, very well put together, very nice smile. It's just the distance. Where you say you was from?
I'm in Houston.
Yeah, I'm not about to travel all the way to LA. like that.
Where are you?
Atlanta.
Oh, okay. I love Atlanta. I go there often, but okay.
You know, be cool.
Yeah.
Right. So now, is he someone that's your type?
Yes. Cool, smooth daddy. I love the boots and the belt. Seem like he can get on the grill with me, but okay.
All right. Let's head on back. All right. So that is all of the balloons popped, unfortunately, but we do thank you for coming on. Let's go ahead and give it up for her, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
So far, these men ain't impressed at all. Unc with the shades right here in the white shirt. Unc, he should have just went with her because I think that's probably like the only woman that thought he looked good or said that he could be her type. He should have just went with her. Adrian Broner ain't a player, he just shags a lot. You know what? I think his plan is to hit up every woman after the show. I think that's his whole plan.
All right. Let's go ahead and bring out our next single lady. Hello. Welcome in. What's your name?
My name is Joiko Rodriguez.
Joiko?
Yes.
Okay. And how old are you?
I am 39 years old.
And what do you do?
I am a dedicated and passionate social worker, and I also have several businesses. I also own an event planning and hosting business, and I also do an intimate fitness courses.
Okay. You are busy.
Yes.
Now, what are some things like to do for fun?
Hey yo, Salty, he do look like he could be one of the Wayne's brothers.
Well, I try to travel at least once or twice a month, if not every other month. I just came from Aruba last weekend. I'm here this weekend. Who knows where I'm going to be next weekend?
Okay.
I'm a social butterfly, so I like to be in social settings. So anything that involves karaoke, happy hour, day parties, things of that nature. We work hard, so we got to play hard.
Now, what are some things you look for?
I don't care what nobody say. I don't know why, but this woman right here, I like her. I like her personality and stuff like that.
In a man?
First, it's compatibility. Exterior definitely is important. I love a guy that looks good, but the interior matters more, like your character and like who you are as a person.
Yeah.
I love someone that's fun and energetic and social like me. Yeah.
Okay. Now, what are some of your deal breakers?
My deal breakers, I don't do addiction. So if you're addicted to porn, OnlyFans, gambling, I do none of that. Lying, someone who's judgmental. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we did get a pop. Let's go on over there, see why they ended up popping.
Man, no, they look different. The other girl, she was chunkier. You talking about they look alike. You know what? But it's so scary because of the world that we live in with the weave and the makeup. That is totally doable. Somebody could go to the back, put on a whole nother wig, do their makeup differently, come out, and you probably would never know. What's so funny about this is though, I was because she said no addictions, right, and no porn. And so I was watching this episode with my wife. And my wife bust out laughing, and she said, and I was like, "What the hell are you laughing at?" She's like, "Oh, you would have had to pop your balloon because you won't give up your Pornhub." And I was like, "Oh shit, yeah, I would have had to pop my balloon." Soon as she said you can't look at porn, I'd had to pop my balloon.
All right. If we can have your name and age.
I'm Brian, 38,
Hey,
DC.
Brian.
How you doing?
I'm good, and yourself?
Good.
All right, Brian, why did you end up popping your balloon?
Well, physically, she's not my type. That's pretty much it. Physically, not my type.
Okay. Got
That's
it.
okay.
Got it. Now, is Brian someone that's your type?
I would say no.
And why not?
I'm more into someone that just dresses a little bit more, I mean, I want someone that dresses diverse, but just someone that, for this occasion, I think you should come with your best impression. So, yeah, that's it. But you're a very good looking guy. I'm not gonna lie. Nice height. I like the size of the jeans. You look good.
Appreciate you.
No
All right,
problem.
let's go to our next pop balloon here. If we can have your name and age.
I'm Johnny. I'm 58.
Okay. And Johnny, why did you end up popping your balloon?
I'm just into a more like taller girl
Okay.
and whatnot, but you're gorgeous.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you so much.
All right. Now, is Johnny your type?
I would say no.
Okay. And why not?
Just the wardrobe, just looking at the exterior. I haven't heard anything from you yet, so I can't say too much. But just from looking on the outside, I just feel, again, being that this is a dating show, you got to come with your best.
Indeed. I
Yeah.
understand.
Okay.
Have a good night.
You too. Thank you.
He do look like Unc though, but I bet his ribs is off the chain.
And we did get one pop back here. Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Yeah, my name is Mike. I'm 42. And the reason,
Mike.
how you doing?
I'm good. And yourself?
Doing good, thanks.
Okay.
So the reason I popped was just the attraction wasn't there for me.
Okay.
Physical attraction wasn't there.
Okay. Was there something specific?
Really not specific, just not the physical attraction wasn't there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Got it. Now, is Micah someone that's your type?
Yeah, actually, Mike would be someone that's my type. Very nice looking. I love someone that's super well groomed. The beard is looking on point. Hair is on point. Yeah, the aesthetics, I'm here for it.
I appreciate that. Thank
No
you.
problem.
Thank you. And
You're
then we
welcome.
did get one down here. Let's head on over here.
And that's what's weird. Like this Mike dude with the white shirt on, it's like no woman was his type, but a lot of the women liked him. It was weird.
All right. Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
I'm Danny,
Hey, Danny.
38.
How
What's
are you?
up? What's your name again?
Joiko.
Joiko.
Yes.
Well, I'm big on, having a type, and she described her type pretty much to the T, and I didn't see myself in it. You know what I'm saying? So you got to do a dash about me.
Wow.
And if you ain't willing to do that because I ain't your type, then it's all good.
Well, who told you weren't my type?
You did with your discretion.
Okay.
It's all good.
All right. So now, is he your type?
Yeah, he is somebody that would be my type.
Okay.
Yeah, very well dressed. You came with the collared shirt on. I love me some Chelsea boots. You came dressed for the occasion. You look good, got a clean cut. I'm not really with the shades at night, but I can see through them. So as long as I can see your eyes and you don't have hater blockers on, it's all good. So I actually would. Yeah, he's
That blouse is definitely different. Salty. I never, when I first watched this, I didn't notice that was actually kind of like like a female suit jacket because it's got buttons in the front, but the back is out. It's different. I don't know if that's something to wear to make the best first impression when meeting somebody. To me, it would kind of throw me off seeing it. It's just, I don't know, but she does have a personality that when you hear a personality and what she's about to do next would explain why she would wear something like that. It's just, I guess she wore that. That's just her personality. She's kind of like out there, wild, not afraid to take a chance on. You'll see. It'll watch. She's about to do something that'll explain why she herself will wear something like that.
It's my type.
Let's head on back.
You should take that balloon back then. What's up?
Uh-oh.
I'm saying.
Don't listen to that, man.
First two, girl.
Uh-oh.
All right. So we do have 3 balloons left unpopped.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and have you ask the remaining guys a question just to help you narrow it down, see who's more of your match.
Okay. So I guess I would first ask you guys, where are you from and what do you do for a living?
Okay. Let's start here with your name and age and the answer to your question.
My name is La 40.
What's
I'm
your name? I'm
based.
sorry.
Excuse me.
Your name?
La.
La? Okay.
Yeah. La.
Nice to meet you.
Pretty much I'm an entrepreneur. I'm investor. I'm into fitness at a university, Body State University, and also a restaurant, Supreme Empanada, in New York City.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's go to our next guy. Your name and age and the answer to her question.
Hubert, My age is 37. I'm in software sales and I have a podcast.
Okay, nice to meet you, Hubert.
Likewise.
Okay.
We have one more down over here. All right, your name and age and the answer to her question.
Name's Chad. I'm 38 and I own a mobile pet care business.
Oh, cute. Nice to meet you, Chad.
Nice to meet you too.
All right.
Okay, let's head on back. So it is time to pop a balloon. So I'm gonna go ahead and hand you a pick. There you go.
Pop a balloon.
Yeah, so out of these three guys, I'm gonna go ahead and have you pop one of their balloons.
I can ask a question first.
No, next round.
At least two people only. Oh my God. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it do look like it's not
Okay,
finished.
give me 1 second, please. Okay, let me see here. Okay. That's nice. Oh, that's nice. Thanks. Wow, that's trouble. Oh, God.
Okay, look.
Well, he popped his.
He popped. Let's come on
go.
over here. So why did we end up popping, Hubert?
The hesitation, like I need my woman to be like know what she want and make the decision. Also, there are a few things aesthetically that I don't like. I'm not really big on like weave, and if I can see a braid, and then like I can see the bump in the back.
The braids. Okay.
Yeah. And the tooth.
Her tooth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, is Hubert someone that's your type? I know you had a little hesitation when.
Yeah, no, I mean, he is someone that would be my type. I mean, just again, based on the exterior, because I haven't heard anything from him yet.
Yeah.
The dress code, yes. The demeanor on the facials, it's just giving I don't want to be here. But aside from that, yeah, he's somebody that I would probably, yeah.
I told you, Hubert looks like he don't want to be there. Look like he got an attitude. Like he just don't want to be up there. I mean, I've never seen a grown man make so many just facial expressions. It's crazy, it's wild. Also, I don't like what he said when he said it seemed like you can't make a decision. It's a dating show. She doesn't know all of y'all. I could see if she had been dating two of y'all and she couldn't make her mind up or something like that. But it's a dating show. She don't know who to pop the balloon on or who not. Like, calm down, dude.
Thank you. Okay, I'll go ahead and have you ask the two guys a question that are left.
Speaking of aesthetics, how are you guys when it comes to like your women and consistency? I know some guys don't like a woman that changes a lot. You know, they want her to stay in shape. If she gains weight, they lose interest. Because personally, I'm someone that when it comes to my hair, I change it a lot. I have no braids, to be honest. I actually have a shortcut under here, but my hair is down my back. But I've done different type of things with my hair. I am always changing. So how comfortable are you with the consistency of like how your women changes her hair or, you know, her gaining weight, losing weight?
As far as your hair, that's your hair. Hair don't make you, so it don't matter to me.
Okay.
Gaining weight and stuff, I'm gonna try to look good for you, so you gotta always look good for me. You know, so I wouldn't want you to gain like 40, 30 pounds. I'm gonna say, baby, let's go get in the gym. Let's go get it together. You know what I'm saying? But if you reluctant, then I might be out of there. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
Let's go down over there. I'm gonna go ahead and answer a question.
That would be no problem for me. I think that I just drew a blank right now. That would be no problem for me. I'd actually would appreciate you coming with different styles and looking a different way. As far as the weight fluctuation, it didn't look like you would have too much of that going on. So,
Thank you.
And the activities I love to do, that would probably prevent you from even, you know, gaining weight. I don't know why you'd ask that. You look great, but
well, I'm asking because, you know, I don't mind because he was so wrong with the braids.
You want to take it off?
Don't do that.
Don't
Yeah,
you?
I mean, you know, why can't I? So
You still look good.
She looks
You still look good.
so should I keep it off or okay?
You
can-
said yes.
can-
Okay.
oh, earring just lost the earring.
Well, I'm glad to
But
hear
yeah,
that.
so that's why I
you still
asked,
look
because
good.
I'm always changing my hair. I go from short. I just was bald a few months ago. I have super long hair. I do all types of things, and typically I do natural. But I came on the show today, so I was like, all right, let me try to do a little something. But this is me. So I just want to make sure you're okay with me and who I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Let's head on back. Let's
I
head
had
on
to do
back.
it.
No, you look good. You look good.
I did it for you because you're talking about I had braids. I'm like, braids.
What braids? Right. Okay, so our two remaining.
Look at Hubert. You was wrong as hell. Salty face Hubert. But that's I appreciate a woman like that. I like her personality. I like the fact that she'll snatch her wig off. I've dated but that's just me personally. I've dated those stuck up, nose in the air type women before. I didn't like it. And I like a woman that can dress up. I like a woman that can look nice. But I also like a woman that if I say, hey, let's go bowling, let's go to the movies, and don't take 5 hours to get ready. Just throw a hoodie on and let's go. I like that type of too. So personality wise, I like this woman the most.
Remaining guys, any questions for our beautiful lady here?
You got kids?
Oh, hold on.
I'm sorry.
Here we go. You got a question over here?
Yep.
Yeah.
You have kids?
I do. I was married for 11 years, so I had 3 wonderful children. I have a cordial relationship with my ex-husband. We do 50-50. So whoever my partner is, he honestly doesn't. A week, my kids are gone. A week, they come back with me. So they have a very active father. So that wouldn't be a concern, if that is a concern, because that tends to be a concern at times.
You want more kids?
I'm open to more kids, yeah. Yeah, I snap back.
Okay.
I
Did we
mean,
end up popping?
I don't want no more kids.
I'm open to it. I'm
Open
open to it.
I'm
But to
not.
be honest, I do have 3, but that would be a decision that we would have to make. You don't want no more, neither do I. I didn't say I want. It's not a need for me. I already have 3. But for example, I'm open to it if my partner wants it.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm not open though.
That's fine. And that's what I'm telling
I
you.
got 2 kids.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm
cool.
saying?
That's cool
Just
with
fuck
me.
them kids after that.
Yeah, no. I don't know about effing kids, but I'm totally open. If I don't need to have any more,
I understand.
but I'm open to it if my partner is. But I respect it.
Okay. Any questions down over here? Let's head on over here. Any questions?
Where do you live?
I live in Florida, Fort Lauderdale to be exact. Where do you live?
Vegas.
Okay, so you wouldn't be willing to do long distance temporarily?
Too far. Well,
I mean, because listen,
I'm grounded.
I'll move
where
for
I'm at.
love. I'm just saying, I'll move for love. The dating pool, there's fecal matter in it right now. So I can't be so picky anymore. I used to be super picky. He can't be
You said
bald. He
you're
can't
down
be
to
this.
move?
Yeah, I've had long
Give me
distance
the balloon back.
relationship,
Okay, let's get that balloon back.
and I'm serious. I'm looking at you. You looking at me?
We
You see me?
got a
Okay.
match.
Yeah.
And I got 3 kids as well.
Well, the Brady Bunch, huh?
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. I don't have an issue with that. I prefer men with kids. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let me walk you on up. Come on up here. You could if you want. That was an accident. We know that was an accident. He tried to catch it. All right, so I have a final question. If there's no other questions between the two of you.
What's the question?
All right,
Name the
so then
question.
is it a yes for you, for her?
So yes.
And is it a yes for you, for him?
It's a yes.
We got a match. I'll take this mic and you guys can go on up. Oh, give it up for them, y'all. All right, let's go ahead and bring out our next single lady.
I'm happy for her and for him. The thing that stood out to me with her is she didn't come in there with some attitude. She know that she's a divorced woman, a mom of 3 kids. She didn't come in there with some attitude like she all this, like she all that. She came in there humble and serious about finding somebody to be in a relationship about it. And that's what I appreciate.
Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
Valicia.
Valicia?
Yes.
How old are you?
I'm 37.
And what do you do?
I'm a real estate agent and broker in the Arizona area and DC as well.
Okay, cool. What are some things I could do for fun?
I'm really chill. I like speakeasies. I like staying at home and cuddling sometimes. I like
Yeah, she rolled with
adventuring.
it.
I try anything at least once. So
Nice.
yeah.
Okay. Now, what are some things you look for in a man?
I'm looking for someone who is also adventurous, someone who's looking for a serious relationship with the goal of marriage. I'm looking for
Nah, don't do that, Salty, because the last one you told him, you said bye, Felicia. Don't say hi, Felicia now.
someone who is, I guess, multidimensional.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what are some deal breakers?
I know this is cliche, but I would say cigarette smoking. I won't say smoking in general, but it depends. I don't mind if a man has kids, but I would like to know how old. If under
They
2 for me might be a discussion to be had.
Okay.
Outside of that, I would say the other thing is playing video games on a daily basis, and it's not for your hobby. I mean, it's not for your profession. A hobby is a little problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we haven't got any pop balloons.
Thank you.
So I am going to go ahead and switch it on over to you. So let me hand you a pick.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Let me have you hold that. And I am
Wow.
going to have you pop 2 balloons based off of what you're seeing. Whoever doesn't really fall into your type, whatever it is, go ahead and pop 2 balloons.
And no questions?
No questions this round.
All right.
I know it's tough.
Okay. All right, guys. No, I'm sorry.
Okay. And then one more.
Oh my God. It's
Okay. Let's start right over here.
okay.
Your name and age.
Hubert, 37.
Okay. And Hubert, why did you have your balloon unpopped?
I was trying to give her a little bit of time to warm me up.
Okay.
She didn't say anything too bad. I did notice some things that I don't like, but I was just trying to give her some grace.
Okay.
Yeah.
But is she someone that's your type? You would usually go for?
She cool. She cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So why did we end up popping his balloon?
Well, because it's a tough choice up here. But I based off of the initial vibe and the eye contact, I was just getting from other areas. I've had to make a decision.
Sounds good. And then we did pop one more. Let's head on over here. Your name and age.
My name is Micah. I'm 42.
And Micah, why did you have your balloon unpopped?
I like the things she was saying. It was kind of interesting, the things you were saying. And you got like good energy. You seem like you have good energy.
Thank you.
So, yeah.
I'm so nervous.
All right. Now, why did we end up popping his?
Oh my God. Initial attraction. I would just say it's nothing that I could pinpoint. I just didn't feel the initial attraction there.
Okay.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Respect.
Thank you. All right. So now you can go ahead and ask a question.
All right. So I kind of just want to know like a little bit about what some of you guys like to do for fun.
Okay, cool. Your name and age, and what do you like to do for fun?
My name is La. I'm 40. I like to travel. I pretty much travel. I like doing comedy shows and adventurous stuff too. I'm an adrenaline junkie. I got motorcycles and jet skis and stuff like that. That's pretty much.
Awesome.
Let's head down over here. Your name and age, and what do you like to do for fun?
My name Brian, 38 from DC. What I like to do for fun, is pretty much typically travel. I like to be by the water. Honestly, adventurous, so spontaneously do anything that my woman like to do.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it.
Okay.
All right. Over here, your name and age, and what do you like to do for fun?
I'm Johnny. I'm 38. I don't have fun. It's always work with me, but at the same time, I'm an adventurous person. I'm a personality. I love. I mean, it's hard to explain, but I'm always at work. I'm a single father, so it's like, yeah,
All work, no play.
yeah,
Okay.
indeed.
Your name and age, and what do you like to do for fun?
I'm Danny. I'm 38. I'm a little bit of a brainiac. I like to play chess. I got a podcast where I read from Prosperity Bible. I recently retired from basketball. I'm not as good as I thought I was.
It's okay. We all have dreams.
Like sports, Stone Mountain, running up the mountain and stuff like that. I got a couple of kids, so like whatever they like to do, I'm into. I'm real supportive with that. So, you know, I like to just create fun out of whatever.
Okay.
You know, talk shit a little bit.
I like that. Okay.
All right, let's head on back. Okay, so based off of everything you've heard, what you've seen, whatever it is, I'm going to
Okay.
have you pop one balloon.
Okay.
I think that's another thing that make dating like get so boring. It's like how many times do you have to answer the same questions over and over again? It's like being a famous person and you have to do interviews and you know people gonna ask you the same questions like, what do you like to do for fun? What do you do for a living? And I understand you gotta ask those questions, but it's like when you're on a dating show, you can't spice it up a little bit, ask something a little bit more interesting. It's like, ugh.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay, so why did we end up popping his?
For me, it was just a preference on the face tattoo.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's just not.
Indeed. I
Yeah,
understand.
that's it.
It's fine.
Yeah.
All right, so Johnny, why did
Is that a teardrop tat? Don't that mean like you killed somebody? Because you got two teardrops. I think that's what it means. That on the movies, that's what they say it means.
you have your balloon unpopped for her?
I mean, she's gorgeous.
Thank
She
you.
looks like she has a beautiful soul and whatnot, but
Thank you.
I understand.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Let's ask the remaining guys another question.
Okay. So if money were no option, where would you live and where do you live now?
Okay. Start over here.
Hmm.
Actually, no, let's give him time. He's still thinking. Let's go down there. Let's start down here. All right. The answer to your question.
You know, I lived a lot of places. I like Atlanta.
Okay.
I like the network. To be honest with you, I live in Atlanta.
Okay.
So
So you want to stay? You don't. You want to go nowhere?
all right, we being honest. You know, being honest, I probably would stay like somewhere that's by the water, but don't get all the BS that water bring, like tsunamis and all that stuff. Like
Okay.
I like Atlanta because the weather is perfect. You know, it's cold for like a short period of time, and then everything else is straight. And I don't like drama. I don't like weather. I just like to be chill, cool.
Got you.
So that's why I choose Georgia.
Okay.
No tornadoes and stuff.
I like it. Got family there.
Okay. All right. On over here.
All right. So your question was, where will I live? Or what was your question? I'm
If
sorry.
money were no option, where would you live and where do you currently live?
Well, I'm currently residing in the DMV area, outside of DC, Maryland
Okay.
area. But if money, basically saying if money was an option, well, honestly, I would like to live somewhere where it's nice and hot, like maybe Florida, somewhere like that, somewhere where
Arizona?
Arizona, cool. I actually like it out here. It's pretty chill, you know, a little hot, but it's not as humid as East Coast. But yeah, somewhere where it's water, beach at, where I can, you know, like to be by the water. So
Okay. All right. Cool.
He
All
did.
right. Okay. You had some time. What's your answer?
If money wasn't an option, definitely like Bali or somewhere different, like just a whole different country or something. And I'm
Okay.
currently residing in New York.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. It is time to pop.
Oh,
Yes. We're going to pop out of these three guys. Whose balloon are we popping?
one.
Just one. Mhm.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry, Boo.
Okay. Why did we pop his balloon?
And then pop
I
my
have
balloon.
to. I like. It's not an easy choice up here, but he seemed like he wasn't really sure on his answer, and yeah, you looked a little confused. But it's okay. I don't want to stay in Georgia though. Like that's just not my vibe. So that's
Should
really
just
why.
say where you want to go then.
No, I want to hear from you. This is about
Wherever you
us.
want, babe.
This is togetherness.
All right. So, Danny, why did you have your balloon unpopped for her?
She got like a natural goddess type vibe. She seemed like she's caring and really dives deep into a relationship and falls head over heels and make whatever, like tries to make it work. You know what I'm saying? And so I was hearing her out and she's very attractive, you know, so she seemed like she's easygoing, cool to kick it with. So yeah.
He did a lot of. Thank you for that. Appreciate it.
Thank you. All right. So we do have 2 guys left.
All right.
Guys, any questions for our lady here? You have one? Okay, we'll start here. Then we'll go over there.
I'm assuming you don't have any kids, right?
I don't.
Do you want to be a mother?
I do. Hey, there you go.
He don't want no
You're
more
beautiful.
kids.
Thank you.
I would never try to waste your time. That's something everybody should experience if they want to.
Hmm.
I just don't want to have start over again. I have 2 kids. I don't want to start over again. That's it.
Understand. Yeah, I definitely want someone who's still open to the idea, even though I may not have kids. I still want someone open to the idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, prior to her saying she wants more kids, you had your balloon unpopped. Why so?
She's beautiful. She's she has in real estate, so she has a money mind. It's right up my alley. I like that. Yeah, she has a good demeanor about it and everything.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, is Law someone that's your type?
I do think if he was outside, I would say hi. I would entertain you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. And we do have 1 balloon left unpopped, and he did have a question. What's your
Okay.
question?
I love it.
So my question is, in the household, what is as far as the roles?
Okay.
What
I
is
love that.
what does it look like as far as the man role and the woman role? What does it look like in your household?
All right. So I'm a little old school, and I'm glad you asked this because I was raised by my grandparents and also in a Christian upbringing.
Okay.
So I do value the man as the lead,
Okay.
and I'm going to, with good reason, submit to my man.
Ooh, okay. Ooh,
And I want
I
to
like that.
make sure, of course, that it's someone that I pick that's right, that I can trust his leadership. But I definitely feel like that comes first. And if I do get married, my husband is also going to come before everything and everyone else, even if I do have kids. Some people take that wrong, but you know what I'm saying. Biblically, I have the order.
Okay. All right. That sounds like a good answer right there.
All right. Let me bring you up. Come on up here. Let's come on up here. All right, y'all. Any final questions?
I did. I wanted to know if you have children.
Yes, I have 2 boys.
How old are they?
5 and 18.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
And what do you look for in a woman?
Well, honestly, I look for a woman that's like you just described yourself, submissive, let the man lead, know what they want. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? Respect. I'm big on respect.
Yeah.
A woman that, that know what she wants. And that's pretty much it,
Okay. I like that answer.
Big on respect. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. Well, then, with this being said, is it going to be a yes for you for her?
I think it's gonna be a yes.
Okay.
I have one more question.
Oh my God. Okay, go
No,
ahead.
it's not a deal breaker. I just wanted to know what part of the DMV, because I live in the DMV too.
Well, I grew up in Southwest DC.
Okay.
So, like I said, I'm in the area. I'm outside of Maryland right now. So,
Okay. I'm in Silver Spring. Okay.
oh, that's close. So, wow.
He said yes. Now, is it going to be a yes for you for him?
Yes.
We got a match.
Thank you.
I'll take this mic and you guys can go on off. Go ahead, it's one of them.
Oh.
Hey, let's give it up for them. All right, let's go ahead and bring out our next single lady. Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
My name is Kat.
Kat, how old are you?
I'm 35.
And what do you do?
I'm an electrician.
Oh,
And I also model.
Now, what are some things you do for fun?
I like to do everything. I like to go shoot pool.
He's wearing who's wearing their youngest son jeans? You talking about Herbert?
Play spades, skating.
Okay. Now, what are some things you look for in a man?
So I'm looking for someone who is genuinely trying to get to know me and court me and make me a part of their situation and not just, keep me around as a placeholder. And
Okay. Now, what are some deal breakers?
Deal breaker. Bad hygiene.
Okay.
Someone who texts me what you're doing all day with no substance to the conversation. That's pretty much it.
Okay, no problem. So we did get a pop balloon. Let's go on over there, see why they ended up popping. All right, if we can have your name and age.
I'm Danny. I'm 38.
Okay. And Danny, why did you end up popping your balloon?
She's a very beautiful woman. Came out here with presents. But we just being completely honest. I got a type. I like mine's, a little bit thicker. I'm like no ass, it won't last type dude. So I just like, I'm just here to find my type.
Okay,
All
no
right.
problem.
All right.
Now is Danny someone that's your type?
He's okay. I don't know him personally, but he's honest, so like that.
Okay, good. All right, cool. Thank you. And we did get a pop back here. If we can have your name and age.
Yeah, my name is Micah and I'm 42.
Okay. And Micah, why did you end up popping your balloon?
The reason I popped was because just the overall, just the energy I'm getting from her. I wasn't gravitating to it. Just some.
Yeah, man. I think that's her hair. Unless I don't know. Unless it's because of the way she looks, I think that's her hair. But it looks like that's her hair. It don't look like I don't know. I can't tell these days. They getting too good.
The things she was talking about, it didn't seem to align with my life. So, yeah.
All right. And now is Micah someone that's your type?
He's okay also. He's not ugly, so that's cool.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Micah. Let's head on back.
No
All right,
eyes.
so we do have 3 guys remaining. I'm going to go ahead and have you ask them a question just to help us narrow it down.
Okay, what's you guys' toxic trait?
Oh, okay. What's your toxic trait? Let's start with your name and age first.
My name is La. I'm 40. I don't know. I don't think I got no toxic traits.
That's the toxic trait right there.
Might be. Nah, but yeah, I don't know. I can't even tell you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not even one?
Nothing scares the women away.
Huh?
Nothing scares the women away.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, I don't believe you.
So there's nothing about you where like, man, I should really work on this one piece of me. Like,
I think in my younger, like, when I was younger, yeah.
okay.
I has, a few toxic traits, but I think,
Well, when's the last time you've been in like a relationship?
I want to say about 8 years.
When was that?
What do you mean?
When was the last time you were in a relationship?
Yeah, like 8 years ago. About
And
8
8
years
years ago, everything was perfect.
Nah, it wasn't perfect, but
Spit it out.
nah, it wasn't.
Uh-oh. You plead the fifth. You plead the fifth.
Why we end up popping?
Nah, it's just, I don't know. She don't believe that I could just be too good to be true. That's it. I don't know.
Have you met men?
I'm sorry. You gotta.
I'm just kidding. I have a toxic trait too, so.
Okay.
Yeah, but she's a beautiful girl now.
No problem.
My bad, man. The Wi-Fi kicked off. My bad.
So let's go to our other 2 guys then. If we can have your name and age and what's your toxic trait?
Hubert, 37. I have 3.
Oh.
I'm flirtatious. I can be moody. And I can sometimes be nonchalant about my attachment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
We're good. All right, we got one more. Name,
We already
age,
knew
and
that,
what's your
Herbert.
toxic trait?
I'm Johnny. I'm 38. My toxic trait is I think shit. I expect consistency. You feel what I'm saying? Like the same energy I put in, I expect the same thing. And some people don't give you that. And
That's not toxic.
exactly. That part. That's it.
So no one has any toxic traits. That's okay. That's okay.
All right, let's head on back. All right, so since you asked that question, what's your toxic trait?
I like to be love bombed. I think it's romantic. I don't know why I'm like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. All right. Why did we end up popping our balloon, Hubert?
That sounds crazy as hell. Like, you want me to love bomb you? Like, understanding what love bombing is.
Yes.
No. And I just told you I can be nonchalant, so it won't work.
Yeah.
Understood.
Got it. So before you ended up popping over the love bombing thing, is she someone that's your type?
She's attractive. Yeah, she could be around. I don't know if she could be permanently or not, but she could be around for sure.
Okay.
You know how you are.
Right. And now is he someone that's your type?
Yeah, I guess he's cool.
All right, we're gonna leave it at that. And we do have one balloon left unpopped. Any other questions between the two of you?
No.
Oh, you have a question?
No.
You have any questions?
How do you deal with your trauma?
I go to therapy.
That part. We ain't got no more questions. I ain't got no
How do you deal with your trauma?
therapist.
Yeah, it's the best.
Yeah,
It's the
that
best
part.
ever,
Yeah.
right?
Okay. All right. Any other questions between you two?
No, I ain't got nothing else to
No.
say.
Oh, okay. Let me bring you up. Come on up. Come on up. All right. All right. So y'all say you have no further questions. So I'm gonna go ahead and ask mine. So is it gonna be a yes for you for her?
Hell yeah.
Oh, and is it a yes for you for him?
No.
Oh,
Damn.
John. Okay, so What is
Can't catch a
going
win,
on?
Candy. Damn.
okay, why was it a no for you?
She dirty.
His teeth. He wore whole ass glasses inside, and it's like 10 o'clock at night. And I just couldn't hear half the things that he was saying.
Okay, all right. Well, that is all the balloons popped, but we do thank you for coming on. Let's go ahead and give it up for her, guys. I'll take this.
Or you say Herbert considering putting her on a roller coaster. Yeah, Herbert, one thing about these people, I think a lot of them they front for the camera and stuff like that, but I know like they put everybody Instagram information up on the thing. I'm pretty sure most of these people are hitting each other up. I know like when you watch some of these other I remember watching what's that show called Love is Blind. And the drama that was going on behind scenes that wasn't on camera was ridiculous. You know, people hitting up, finding out each other Instagrams, even when they've matched up with somebody else, you find out later on this person was actually talking to this person behind that person back. So I think a lot of these people, they'll act like they don't like somebody. They'll pop the balloon on them, but they definitely are checking for them after the show. You know, they're just not gonna do it because of the show. They gotta some of them too follow each other. So if everybody else pop their balloon, then that person that like you will pop their balloon just to fit in. Cold game, roller coaster.
Okay, let's go ahead and bring out our next single lady. Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
I'm Michelle Bracel.
Isho?
Michelle Bracel.
Oh, Michelle. Okay.
Yes.
And how old are you?
I'm 37.
And what do you do?
I'm a tax professional, and I also work for accounts payable for a very large fire and safety company.
Very nice. What are some things you like to do for fun?
I was raised in ballroom dancing, so I love to dance. I love to sing. I love to travel. I love parks. It's probably easier if I say what I don't like.
Okay. Now, what are some things you look for in a man?
Someone who's generous, and I don't mean by giving out their pocket, but just a very kind person, someone who knows how to communicate without yelling. I don't like the yelling. I'm from the East Coast, so I'm used to aggressiveness. However, I like to stay in this energy. Someone who likes to dress, someone who loves to read, like to cook with me.
Okay. Now, what are some deal breakers?
Someone who yells consistently. If that's how you communicate, that would be a deal breaker for me.
Okay, got it. All right, so we do have one pop balloon.
That's
Let's
all
head
right.
on over there.
She seemed cool, calm, and collected, but yeah, I do. I think she get wild. I do. She can't fool me.
Okay, your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
My name is Micah, and I'm 42. The
Mhm.
reason I popped was just so if I'm looking for somebody, like want to be in a relationship with somebody, I'm looking to marry that person. So if I'm like dating somebody, I wanna marry that person and call her my wife. And you are very pretty,
Thank you.
but I just couldn't see you as like being my wife.
I hear you. Okay. Respect. Thank you.
Welcome.
Now, is Micah someone that's your type?
Yes, he's very handsome. Yeah, energy. I feel where he's saying on the energy.
Okay.
But as far as attraction goes, yes, he's very much my type.
All right, cool. Thank you. All right. Let's go ahead and ask these guys a question to help us narrow it down.
Well, I like to keep it fun. I know you gentlemen have been here for a little while. So, what do you gentlemen like to do for fun?
Okay. Start over here with your name and age. What do you like to do for fun?
I'm live 40. I like to travel. I do comedy. I like going to comedy shows and stuff. And yeah, adventurous things.
Yeah, pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too.
Name and age, and what do you like to do for fun?
Hubert, 37. It's probably easier to ask me what I don't like to do. But love to go to the movies, love live music, going to college football games, traveling, eating good food.
Awesome.
All the good things.
Pleasure.
Yep.
All right. Your name and age, and what do you like to do for fun?
I'm Johnny. I'm 38. I like nature. You know what I'm saying? I like meditating and trying to warm myself. And trying to get closer to God. That's something I enjoy.
Okay.
That's it.
Pleasure to meet you.
Name and age, and what do you like to do for fun?
I'm Danny. I'm 38. I like to play chess. Avid reader. Run. I know I don't look like it a little bit, but I just getting into it,
I hear you.
And like to just chill with my old lady when I do have one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Okay, let's head on back. So I am now going to hand you a pick.
Okay.
Let me have you hold that.
Oh, this is always the
And
hard part.
yes, the hard part. I'm going to have you pop one balloon based off of what you heard, what you see, whatever it is. Go ahead and pop that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Didn't mean to do that so adamantly.
Why did we end up popping his balloon?
They always
The
popping
eye
his balloon.
connection for me. I like to be intimate with someone that I chose, and I know you've been here for a while, but me too.
That part.
So that was really it for me. If I could have a little bit more intimacy, I probably wouldn't have.
Indeed.
All right.
All right. So
But you're
Johnny,
very handsome. You're cool.
No, she cool.
and Johnny, why did you have your balloon unpopped?
I mean, she seemed cool. I mean, she's gorgeous. I mean, all that.
Okay. All right, cool. Thank you. All right, and we did get a pop back here. Why did we end up popping our balloon?
What's your nationality?
I'm Cubanita and Italiana.
Yeah. I like black women,
We are
there's
black, but
nothing.
that's
Yes,
okay.
no problem. I mean, like
She's
no,
black.
no, not. Of course they're all black. From New York, all Spanish, everything is black. But just that's just yeah. You're beautiful. I love your manners. I like how you greet everybody. But like you said, if I'm looking to get into a relationship for marriage, I want like a black woman.
I understand. Thank you.
No problem.
All right. So now is Law someone that's your type?
Well, we're both from New York. I'm from Flatbush. So initially the energy, yes. But we are very strong on our preference. So yeah, looking at him, yes. But I kind of feel the different chemistry. Yeah.
Thank you. All right. So we do have 2 balloons left unpopped. I can go ahead and ask these guys another question.
Do you gentlemen have any children?
Okay. They both have kids.
How many children?
How many? Okay. Start over here.
I have one.
And how old? Oh, I'm sorry. Was that?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's 2 years old.
It's 2. And how was your relationship with the baby mother?
We are amicable legally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go down over here. Okay. How many kids do you have?
I got 2 kids. One is 18 and the other one is 5. Started over.
And the relationship with the mother?
Oh yeah, my first child's mother. We known each other since middle school, so we done went through all the BS. We cool. Second one, she's cool. I'm just cool. To be honest with you, I don't really do the drama thing. You right. I'll fix it. That's how I am.
Something to consider. No.
Okay. All right. And guys, any questions for our lady? Right here. Okay.
Sure.
So I have two questions.
Okay, sure.
Do you have kids?
I do not.
Okay. And you reside where?
In Colorado.
Okay. I live in Chicago.
I love Chicago. Travel there quite often, actually.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. Any questions over here?
So in this day and age, women really had the upper hand. Well, it's like this lineup, you got a lot of men to choose from. So how do you show the person that you with that you're just as interested in him as he is in you, and that he doesn't have to worry about other people?
For me, I have a very strong domesticated streak. So even though I run my own business, I help people with their finances, keep them on track, out of jail with the IRS. I like to come home and be domesticated and be with my partner. I like how we can have individual time because my job can be a little bit demanding, but I like to make sure that I'm always resetting and focused on home, having two separate lives. When I walk out the door and I'm a professional, I'm a professional. When I come home, I'm my man's woman, 100%.
For sure.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's head back over here. We did get a pop. Why did we end up popping our balloon?
I think she's a beautiful woman. Great energy. I just don't see her being my person. Like I can't see that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Now, is Hubert someone that's your type?
Not typically, but I am geared more towards personality, not really looks.
Got it.
So I would definitely give him an opportunity to speak. Yeah.
Cool. And our last guy over here did end up popping. Why did we pop our balloon?
Well, to be honest with you, it's the New York aggressive thing.
Oh.
I feel like I like my women a little tad bit softer.
Okay.
You know, I'm a chill, laid back dude, and I liked her to be even more submissive than that. And you're very beautiful. Are you gonna submit to me without me having to, buff up a little bit to, what I'm saying, to put
Sure.
control you down? I just want to chill. And I
Sure.
know New Yorkers, they be like, nah, nigga.
Not this one. As
You
I
know
said,
what
I
I'm
don't like to
saying?
yell. I like
But
to stay in my femininity at all
I
times.
feel you. But you're very beautiful
Well,
though,
thank you.
sweetheart.
Yeah, what's up, Universal? You said you would have popped the balloon. I like them fitter than her, and those shoulders are diesel. I think she presents well, but I guess it's that New York type of thing. Even though she talks soft and she presents well, yeah, it does come off a bit like like she's tough. I don't know. It does. I can see what they're saying, and I get, she can't help the way she talks. She does have kind of like a deeper voice and stuff, and I think that he's from Atlanta, the guy in the black shirt, and being in the South, if the women are different, the way they talk, people talk different from different places, so I can see where she comes off, and her stature, her shoulders, and the way she carries herself, you know. So I definitely see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Hair look nice. Outfit look good. You know what I'm
Thank
saying? Your fingernails match your toes and everything. So you good.
Well, thank you. Thank you for your time.
Now, is Danny someone that's your type?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Let's head back. So that is all of the balloons popped, unfortunately, but we do thank you for coming on.
Well, thank you.
Let's go ahead and
Thank
give it
you,
up for her,
gentlemen.
guys.
Y'all lovely.
Let's take this. Thank you. Okay, let's go ahead and bring out our next single lady.
But that's what's so crazy about dating, because when you're dating, you always see a lot of beautiful people that look nice. But if they ain't your type, they just ain't your type. And it is what it is.
Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
My name is Melissa Gemma.
Melissa. Okay. And
Yes.
how old are you?
I'm 36.
And what do you do?
So I'm a property manager as well as TV and film hairstylist and makeup artist.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay. Now, what are some things you like to do for fun?
I like to eat. Do y'all know how to cook? Anybody?
Oh.
So yes, I'm a foodie. I love to eat. I love all different types of food. Don't eat pork, but I'm open to trying,
Lots of
pretty much
different things.
anything.
Okay.
I'm a creative, so anything of the arts, pretty much, I'm passionate about. I love music.
Nice.
I love books. I love art. I love museums. Yeah.
Okay. Now,
I just love to have fun. Like, as long as it's a good time, it's a vibe, we're being safe.
you're there
I'm good.
for it.
Yes.
All right. Now, what are some things you look for in a man?
Whew, okay. I desire a man of God. A man of God for sure.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say you have to be in church every Sunday because I'm on my journey as well. However, you have to be willing to, want to cultivate that relationship with God. That's really important to me.
Okay.
A progressive man, a man who is purpose driven. That's really important to me as well. Because if you don't know your purpose, you don't know why you're here.
Right.
Then you will never live up to your fullest potential. Definitely marriage minded, a man who is intentional about what he wants, provision, and not just from a financial aspect. Because I know we get up here and say, "Oh, I want a provider." Oh, he needs to be able to provide stability, but
Right.
it encompasses so much more than just finances.
Okay.
Like, obviously, a leader. I have a son. I have a 6-year-old son. Great kid. Myself and his father, we co-parent very well.
That's good.
So he has to be a man that is willing to, accept a woman with a child and also kind of know how to navigate that type of relationship. Because if you're going to be with me, we are a package deal. And just, be confident,
Okay.
have a plan, and just know how to, you got 2 hands. I may be a little bit of a handful, but that's in a good way.
Okay. Now, what are some deal breakers? Give me like 2.
Deal breakers. Let me see. Deal breakers. I would say someone who lacks emotional intelligence.
Okay.
You have to be emotionally aware. Just have some tact. Just kind of know how to communicate. That's really big, which I know is a cliche. Everybody talks about it because it's trending, but it's really the truth.
Okay.
Anger issues. That is a deal breaker for me.
Got it.
You can't control your anger.
Okay. That's good. You got
okay.
those 2. All right.
I might be telling my age, but she reminds me of Regina from the Steve Harvey show. The principal. I don't know why when I see her, the way she stand, her arms, the way she talk, her expression, it kind of reminds me of that character that played the principal in the Steve Harvey show.
All right. So we did get a pop balloon. Let's
Okay.
go on over there. Okay. Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
Yeah, my name is Micah, and I'm 42.
Hi, Micah.
How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing good.
Okay. And Micah, why did you end up popping your balloon?
The reason why I popped, well, first off, I just wanted to hear what she had to say. And what really caught my attention is when she was talking about a man of God or someone, a man that's trying to seek God.
Yeah.
So I gravitated to that. So, and then just the things she was saying, it was really, it intrigued me, the things you were saying. And, but yeah, so the reason I popped was because just she's a bit too slender for my type.
Okay.
But you are very pretty.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're nice looking too.
Thank you.
Thank you, Micah. All right, let's head on back. So we do have 4.
Micah getting on my damn nerves. I don't know what it type is. They brought a little thick one out there. He didn't want her either. It's like Micah need to go somewhere and just custom design him a woman. Cause ain't nothing good enough for his ass. Let's see. Universal said, killed with a progressive man means she's a modern female, asking a man if he can cook. Plus, and not into wigs or single mother. She looks like Pam from Martin Pop. um, you know, I think I would assume that the host of this show put it together the way she did because these guys are older and already have children. So I do think normally the guys it would be a no, but I think these guys being older, like the guy on the end with his arms out and the tattoos, he has 2 children and don't want any more children. And so I think the host kind of pick guys that don't mind dating single mothers, you know. But yeah, I mean, you can't never go into dating somebody with kids. I think people try to act like these days, if a guy says, well, hey, I don't want to date a single mom, people act like he's like the worst guy in the world. But it is a lot of work. You know, you're going in trying to get to know 2 different people. You got to deal with the other parent if they're around. You know, so it's not an easy thing to do. So it's understandable, you know. And as far as the wigs and the makeup, that's another thing that bothers me because I always wonder, like, when you meet this person, what do they really look like? Do you really like them? Because at some point, that wig is going to come off, that makeup is going to come off. Are you going to really like them? And that's the only thing I don't like about the weave and the makeup because people be looking different. Let's see. Dino Two Gun says trash TV. This is literally brain rot, shaking my damn head. And you are correct. But I don't know. I watch a lot of YouTube. I get bored. And so what can I do? It is trash, but I'm addicted to it. Omega Million says she said her and the kid was a package deal where I refused the package. Hey, that's what you should do. And don't feel bad about it either. I don't know why people make people I think that's the most I think that's the best thing in the world. Um is if men have the freedom to be honest and say, hey, I don't want to date you when you have a kid, because it's a big deal. It's not a small thing at all. I know people act like it is. We're a package deal. Oh, you don't have to worry about nothing. The father is in the life. You still got to live in the same house with that kid, and you still gonna have the pressure of being a role model. If that kid lives in the house with you, you are gonna have to buy food and clothes at some point, because who would want like what woman would want a man to be in the house with her and be her husband or her boyfriend and just ignore the kid walking around and never do nothing for the kid? So it is a big deal to date somebody that has a kid. You walking in being a father on day 1. And so I think it's cool. You know, hey, you right, it is a package deal. And so if it ain't something you want, refuse the package.
4 guys remaining. Let's go ahead and ask them a question. See who's more your type.
So, fellas, let's see. How do you handle temptation in a relationship?
Okay. Let's start with your name and age and the answer to your question.
My name is La. I'm 40.
Okay.
And how do I handle temptation?
Yes. Now you're in a relationship. I'm not saying as a single man. So you're in a relationship. You made
Oh. Let me say this though before it moves on, because I said this on another show yesterday. My issue when it comes to sometimes with these parents that are trying to date is that a lot of times they're looking for what they're looking for in a partner is something that they don't even provide for their own child, right? And so when you have a woman saying, I want a man that got a plan, well, did you have a plan when you had this child? Because you're not with the father. oh, I want a man that's structured, that has structure, that knows what he wants. Well, you created a child that's not in the house with the mother and the father. So you want something in the next man, and you want him to come into that situation, but you didn't even provide that for your own kid. I want somebody that's responsible. Well, you had a child irresponsible, so that's the only thing that bugs my mind is when people come in with that attitude, wanting everything from this person on the outside, but they have not even created that for the child that they have had. And so that's just something I think about when people come in with this attitude, what they want, trying to get this the second father for their child with the whole this is a package deal. And that's the only thing that's an issue for me sometimes that I hear when single parents, because I sometimes hear it with the man as well, but just with single parents, that's the only real issue I have sometimes with them.
A commitment to a woman, and obviously being realistic, there's going to be temptation. We're human, we're all
Absolutely.
attracted to people. So how do you handle temptation when you have made a commitment to someone and you got this baddie in your face and she's everything that you like and want and lust for?
All right, let's hear from him.
Basically it's self-control. Like when
Okay.
you get to this age, you gotta have self-control. If I'm in a relationship, I'm basically blind to everybody else. I'm Stevie Wonder. That's it.
Okay, Stevie.
Okay, thank you. Let's go over here with your name and age and how do you handle temptation?
Hubert, 37. Have different tactics. Pray on it. For sure, pray on it. I'm a big blocker. Like I will block you.
Okay.
In my last relationship, I went and removed all of the women that I was following. That would be temptation.
Okay.
Also, I just don't put myself in situations where I got to deal with that because I am
Bingo.
human. So, yep.
That's what I was looking for.
Let's go over here. Your name and age and how do you handle temptation?
I'm Johnny. I'm 38. I handle temptation. I pray a lot and I talk. You know what I'm saying? You got to communicate.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Okay. Last guy here. Name and age and how do you handle temptation?
I'm Danny. I'm 38. To be honest with you, it was I've adapted the philosophy of monogamy because there's a lot of financial and personal growth benefits that come from that. So I really don't get tempted when I'm in a relationship because I've engulfed myself into the relationship. So other women just don't matter.
Got you.
All right. Thank you. Let's head on back. All right. So, based off of those responses you heard, whatever you see, all that good stuff, I am going to have you pop. So, let me give you a pick.
Okay.
And let's go ahead and pop one balloon.
All right.
Why would you let it go? Okay.
They
So, where
always
did we end up
pop his
popping his
balloon
balloon?
first.
Honestly, his answer was really, really good. Just I'm the physical attraction.
Okay.
Yeah. Just not like a connection or, Yeah.
Okay. And now, Johnny, why did you have your balloon unpopped?
You want a real answer? I'm
Your
trying to take something home to my mama. You hear me? She love your show.
Okay.
That's it.
So she's not your type?
Nah, she too skinny.
Okay.
She gorgeous though.
Thank
You're
you.
gorgeous.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Let's head on back. All right. I'm going to go ahead and have you ask the remaining three guys another question.
Okay. So, in terms of the family dynamic, who comes first?
Okay. Who comes first?
I have kids, so my kids come first.
Okay.
Married?
We're married.
Okay. Hold on. The mic ain't even on you yet, Hubert.
Sorry.
Who comes first?
If I'm married, my wife.
So, let me rephrase that.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of the family dynamic, as far as hierarchy is concerned, the order of the family, in order for you to have sustainability, who comes first in your relationship? This is a marriage.
God.
There's a family.
God.
Okay. I mean, great answer.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
And then we got one more. All right, let's hear from you.
Me.
Okay.
Period. You know, on the head, everything starts with the head. I'm the leader. And, you know, my household follows that. I follow God. My household follows me.
Okay.
Let's head on back. It is time to pop a balloon. So out of these 3 remaining guys, whose balloon are you going to pop? Okay, let's stay over here. So why did we end up popping his balloon?
It just seemed that, I mean, great answer. I just think it was very centered, self-centered, like me, just me. When a family consists of more than just you.
You said the head, the hierarchy.
Right, which is God.
Okay, we ain't not talk about that. That's all. That's universal. That's understood. You know, what's understood ain't gotta be explained. But you know what I'm saying? That's cool. When it comes to like it's not even a discussion, to be honest with you.
Right.
Like it's my household you coming into. Like it's my kingdom. You know, I ain't never seen a king put a queen over him.
I wasn't looking for I don't think there's an issue with your perspective. However, God comes first, then the husband, then the wife, then the children, so on and so forth.
That's exactly what I said. But all right. No
problem.
You're very beautiful.
Thank
you know what I'm saying?
you.
That's why I had the balloon unpop.
Thank
You know what I'm saying? Everything about you is A1. You went that wow.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, thank you. Let's head on back.
It is what he said.
Okay, we
He-
did get
he
a pop
did
back
say that.
here. Why did we end up popping?
Just didn't feel the aura. There's a connection and vibe. That's it. Energy. She's beautiful.
Thank you.
You have a great figure, you know, and educated too. So, but I just didn't feel the aura and the connection.
Got it. Okay. Now, is Law someone that's your type?
I would go out on a date. I would. He's nice looking. I like the colors. You
Thank
look
you.
good in the earth tones.
Thank you.
You know?
All right. So we do have one more balloon left unpopped. So, any final questions between the two of you?
Let's see. Do you have any children?
I have one. He's
How
2
old?
years old.
Too young.
Too young. Any babies under 5?
Okay.
Yeah, it's a deal breaker for me. I just didn't get a chance to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So why did you have your balloon unpopped for her?
She cool. Yeah, like I think she's attractive. She got a nice little body on her.
Thank you. Not too skinny.
No, I like slim women, so it's cool.
See?
Yeah. Yeah, she didn't say anything that made me want to pop, but you know,
Good.
it happens.
Now, I know the kids was a little too
Right.
young, but is he someone that's your type? Like, would you go for him?
So he is actually isn't my type, but just based off of his answers, I definitely would have. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
Yeah.
thank
You answered exactly how I would have. That's what I was looking for. You got it right.
All right. So that is all the balloons popped, unfortunately. But thank you so much for coming on. Let's
Thank
go ahead and give it up for her,
you.
guys. Take this. Thank you.
That's crazy because she said her and her kid is a package deal. And yet she would not accept his package deal. That is weird. I don't understand people say 2-year-old, but 2 years old, that's long enough. And she's a single mama looking for love, looking to make a family. She liked his answers and everything. And what's the big deal? Just go out on the damn date. Anywho, it was so hard watching that episode because I just didn't feel like anybody that was there wanted to be on that show at all. And so I was looking up and I was like, people don't seem enthused. I don't think men really honestly want to date anymore. I think they're going through the motions, maybe for reasons where they want legacy. They just want a family for whatever reason they think it may benefit them. So I found this article. I was looking at that video. I was gonna read it. Let's see. Share this tab. I'm gonna see if this is true or not. See if I agree with this. I ain't never read this article. How do you make it bigger? 20 brutal, honest reasons men don't want to date anymore. Let's see. In recent years, the dynamics of dating have shifted dramatically, leaving many to wonder about the reasons men don't want to date. And recent findings from the Pew Research Center indicates that 63% of men under 30 in the U.S. are opting to stay single, a notable increase from 51% in 2019, citing various personal and societal reasons. And I've actually used the Pew research before, and they actually have a good ratings as far as research. Let's see. All right. The statistics reflect the growing trend of male dating reluctance, prompting a deeper understanding into the thread of modern relationships. My bad, y'all. I'm switching screens. As society evolves, so do the expectation and experiences surrounding romance, leading more men to avoid relationships. This trend is not just about swiping left or right. It's rooted in fundamental changes to how men perceive partnership, autonomy, and personal fulfillment. Exploring these reasons men don't want to date or why men avoid relationships these days can offer insights into the broader shifts affecting intimacy and connection in our time. All right. So we're going into the reasons. In a rapidly changing dating landscape, the reasons men don't want to date have become a topic of much discussion, from commitment fears in males to male dating anxiety. Various factors contribute to why some men refuse dating. This trend is not only about personal choices, it's deeply intertwined with societal shifts, changing expectations, and relationships. Let's delve into 20 brutal, honest reasons why men don't want to date anymore. Number one is financial cost. Data indicates that while the majority of men, 74%, and women, 83%, say that both partners contribute to dating costs after 6 months, most men, 84%, and women, 58%, acknowledge that men will still cover more of the expenses. What data say that both partners contribute to dating costs after 6 months? I've been married for years, and she still ain't contributed. I don't believe that one. I think that's a damn lie. I don't believe that one. Who they dating that start contributing? I want to know. I want to know. I don't believe that. Man. DLC organization says the female double standard never fails to peek its ugly head out. Oh, you talking about earlier with old girl? She said her son was a package deal. This guy, she said she liked his answers, that she would date him, but just because he has a child that's 2 years old, well, that's her limit. And you know what was funny about that? She said her limit, the child can't be under 5. It's funny that the boundary she put in place was under 5 because her child just so happens to be 6. So you know that if her child was 4 years old, she would have said no children under 3. And if her child was 2 years old, then she would have accepted his. But she's taking control and setting the standard and creating a double standard. So I could see through her bull crap. Universal said the economy's down. That affects dating in most cases, makes dudes want to put off having a relationship or a family because it's expensive. I definitely agree. DLC organization says exactly. And you're correct. I was standing in line to vote. And I was talking to this other lady. Her daughter's 21 years old, and just even her trying to get out of the house and buy a home is just it's almost impossible. You got people making good money that if you went back 10 years ago or something, it would not be an issue. People making good money, and it's just hard. And having a family is even more expensive, man. Uh, and so the unrealistic expectations that I hear on some of these shows from women and what they want, and women say, "Oh, I want a man that just shower me with gifts and stuff." It gets ridiculous too, and I can see why a lot of guys just like, man, financially, it just doesn't help me, and I can see a reason why a guy might hold off and say, "Hey, I don't want to date." And I dated years ago. I would hate to be dating in this economy right now. When I dated, it was easy. It didn't cost that much. The stories and the things I witness now, I am so glad that I don't have to deal with it. Um, One of the reasons men don't want to date is the high financial burden. It often involves going on dates can be expensive, from dinners to movie tickets to special outings, which can add up quickly. And I think that's a big deal too when you're out here with people playing games, man, especially when you're a man. Your job is always to invest. When a man gets a family, gets a wife, get a children, a home, purchasing cars, everything that a man does, he pours into his family is an investment for him. And it's very disheartening when you're investing into something and you're not getting a return. Many men feel that this financial pressure is a significant deterrent from entering the dating scene. Number two, they're saying fear of commitment. Fear of commitment is a common concern among men. This fear can stem from not wanting to lose their independence or worrying about whether they can sustain a long-term relationship. It leads some men to avoid dating altogether to prevent potential long-term obligations. I can see that. I think some men have a fear of commitment. Um, I don't, for me personally, I don't think it has anything to do with losing their independence or worrying about whether they can sustain a long-term relationship. I think, and it's just me, somebody could feel differently. I think that some guys um fear commitment because for me it was, if I mess up, if I make a mistake, I'm going to be raked over the coals. I'm going to be unforgiven. I got to walk this straight, perfect line. It wasn't that I was going to lose my independence, right? Because I think once you want a family or you want a relationship and stuff, I just felt like the um the punishment, if I fail, if I don't succeed in this, I felt like it would be too much. That's another thing I think. I think people always give that general answer like, oh, the fear of commitment, you're gonna lose access to all the 304s. And I think most men, when you get to a certain mature age, I don't even think you're thinking that way. I think you're thinking about the weight of commitment. If you fail, hey, you go through a divorce, you could lose everything. Number three is negative past experiences. Men who have had bad experiences in previous relationships might hesitate to date again. Whether it's emotional hurt, betrayal, or misunderstandings, these negative memories can make men wary of opening up to someone new. I definitely agree with that. I know, man, I'm telling you, two guys that I know personally, and I'm talking about they were two of the biggest like players. I guess some people would call them womanizers. And when I first met them, I was like, dang, man. I was like, yo, these guys really be going through a lot of women. It was years later I found out that both of them were married and both of them, their wives, cheated on them, had affairs on them. One of them, um, my friend, he had 2 sons with his wife. She was so caught up with this other guy that he ended up catching her at the dude's house, got in a fight with this dude. The dude pulled out a gun. He's wrestling the gun away from the guy. The gun is going off right by his head. Almost got shot in the head and everything. Finally, he gives up on the relationship. He goes to get a divorce. She's still so caught up with this other guy that he tells her, he says, "Hey, look, I just want custody of my 2 sons. You can have the house, the money, everything, whatever." She takes it and gives up her custody to the kids. He finds out later on something happened where he had to take one of his sons to the doctor. He finds out later on basically that one of his sons isn't even his. And once I found that out, the behavior that I was seeing from him made perfect sense. Number 4 is pressure to prioritize career. In today's competitive world, many men feel the need to prioritize their careers over their personal lives. This focus on professional achievement can leave little time or energy for dating, leading some to avoid it entirely. I agree with that, but I think that's because a lot of dating now and relationships seem totally financial. And it's like, hey, women tend to disrespect guys that they want to call broke or say they're not successful. There's the whole hypergamy argument. A man, it, I, it would be necessary for a man to prioritize his career and his finances and making sure he got his life together before he gets out there dating, because he's expected to be the breadwinner. That financial responsibility, weight of it is going to be put on him. I remember watching Kevin's Samuel show, and it was a lot of women that said they was educated. A lot of women said they was making money, but every time he asked them, how much of the bills do you want to be responsible for? The women answered for themselves, and a lot of them said maybe what, 10%, 20%, if that. And then you got women now, they'll shame you if you say 50-50. So number 5 is difficulties in finding compatibility. A study found relevant links between couple compatibility and the dynamics of premarital relationships. Finding someone compatible can be challenging. Many men find it difficult to meet partners who share their interests, values, and life goals, which discourages them from actively dating. This struggle can lead to frustration and a hopelessness about finding a suitable partner, which might turn them away from dating altogether. Yeah. I think finding that compatibility is hard for everybody. And finding somebody you equally yoked with is is very important. And that's just not easy for anybody to do, to be honest. And people are all over the place. You know what I noticed too? A lot of these women, when I see them, well, people, I don't know, but another thing that does cross my mind is people all when I see people come on these dating shows, it do seem like they are at the same time, because the people say I can't find nobody I'm compatible with, right? But when they go on these dating shows, it's like everybody reading from the same playbook. Everybody says, "Oh, I love to travel." Like everybody gives the same answer. Number 6, the influence of social media. Social media can I'm getting touched out. Social media can skew perceptions of relationships. Men might feel discouraged by the seemingly perfect relationship displayed online or overwhelmed by the pressure to portray a certain image, influencing their decisions to step back from dating. I definitely agree with that. What do you say? Uh Let's see. DLC says, key bottom line, after decades of social systemic ignorance, men are finally beginning to acknowledge themselves as human beings and making it known that they deserve better treatment from women. I agree. I agree. It's sad that a lot of us remember growing up and the whole thing with being a man was like basically just work till you die. You just like what, a glorified workhorse. And I think guys want to be, you're correct, men want to be appreciated instead of it's just, hey, you a man, work, pay the bills, work till you die. And that people treat man like they just expendable, nothing. They can be replaced, easily. And I do think guys are putting, and you know what, but I don't really get the pushback on when people give men pushback for waking up, because then in the same breath, those same people that give pushback to things like that will also say, you men don't care about your mental health, you know? And so it's kind of like this weird thing where they don't want men to wake up, but then they do want men to wake up. It's weird. It's really hard if you're a man out there nowadays, man. You damned if you do, damned if you don't, right? They'll sit there and say a man is feminine, but then they'll say, oh, you being toxic, that's toxic masculinity and stuff. And it's kind of like men are in this weird place now where it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. Lord of Pie says, what does I love to trap, man? What's that mean? I don't know. I don't know what you're referring to. No. Where we at? Oh, so I did social media. Another thing I think hurt men when it comes to social media, I know also social media has also hurt the communication of people and how we talk to each other. Um and I wish I had looked this list up before, because I would um, they call it social media, but it hasn't really made us very social. Um Men have learned to speak to women through computer screens. I'm not sure how old people are that's watching this video, but the new generation coming up, they've learned to talk to women through computer screens, which is not the most healthy thing. And so that's another thing I think social media has destroyed dating, is too many people have too much access to everyone, and it's also created this illusion of everyone having options. And so I don't think people appreciate anymore, because when you think you got access, when you have access to thousands and thousands and millions of people just at the tip of your fingers, how could you appreciate the person in front of you? Number 7 is desire for freedom. Many men value their freedom and worry that entering a relationship might limit it. This desire to remain unattached and free from relationship responsibilities is a key reason some choose not to date. They cherish their ability to make spontaneous decisions and prioritize personal preferences without compromise. And see, but they put the freedom thing as a part of the fear of commitment, but I like the way they did it. They should have just kept it separate like that. Yeah. And I don't, in the freedom thing, I remember going through that. I'm married now, but I remember going through that. But when you get in a relationship, I think that's a natural fear, because you don't want to lose yourself and lose who you are. You want to be able to be free to be who you are and still enjoy yourself. As a matter of fact, on the Pop the Balloon show we just watched, one of the women said, if a man has a hobby where he plays video games, that's a no-no for her. And when I thought about it, when she said it, in my head, I was like, that's really messed up, because You mean to tell me just because somebody get in a relationship with you, if that man finds peace, if he, as long as he's working hard, he pays the bills, handles his responsibilities, he should be allowed to have some peace in his life where, hey, let me unwind. Some people play basketball, some people lift weights, work out. Some people like me get on YouTube. Like, I don't do this for money. This is just how I unwind. This is just my thing that helps me get my thoughts out. I don't see the issue why a woman would want to control a man and say, well, oh, you can't play the video game. You see what I'm saying? But that's number 7, where a person would feel like I'm losing myself, who I am. I'm losing some of my freedom. Number 8 is a lack of trust in potential partners. Trust issues can be a significant barrier. If men have experienced deceit or dishonest in past relationships, they may be less likely to trust future partners, making them hesitant to date. These issues can prevent them from forming deep and meaningful connections with new people. And I definitely agree with that. A lot of people been hurt. I know, and I explained that earlier with my friend who was married, wife cheated on him. They had 2 sons. He found out one of his sons wasn't his. But what's so sad about this lack of trust in potential partners is men are often painted as the bad guy. We're the ones that's always cheating. We're the liars. Nobody ever thinks that. People don't really shine a light on how much men actually get screwed over too. Number 9 is the hookup culture impact. The prevalence of hookup culture can make it hard to find a serious relationship. Men who are looking for deeper connections might be discouraged by a dating environment focused on casual encounters. This shift can lead men to feel that meaningful relationships are harder to achieve, causing them to withdraw from dating. Yep. And you know what hookup culture does too? It affects the way you see women and how they operate, and it also affects your trust as well in those potential partners. Uh, Number 10, unrealistic expectations. Sometimes societal or personal expectations about relationships can be unrealistic. Man might feel they can't meet these idealized standards, or they might think no partner can meet theirs, leading them to avoid dating. I agree with that too. That's why you got a lot of guys telling women, hey man, y'all standards a little too damn high. Or you don't, or what Kevin Samuels what he was doing. Some people nowadays, man, people think they qualify for certain people and relationships that they just quite honestly they don't. Okay. Um Number 11, mental health concerns. Personal mental health issues can influence a man's willingness to date. Anxiety, depression, or mental health challenges can make the thought of dating seem daunting or exhausting. Man might fear that they are not in the right emotional state to start and maintain a healthy relationship. I agree with that too. I'm a transparent parent person. I've dealt with depression in my life, and when I was depressed, I didn't give a damn about dating, didn't want to do it. Um, I just disappear on people. I mean, and everything could be going good. Nothing was wrong. It's just I was dealing with something at the time. I could have really, really liked the person, and I would just ghost them and just walk away. Not that I was seeing other people. I would just go into my little bubble, into my dark space in my head, and I would just forget about people. Number 12, male dating anxiety. Dating can be stressful, and for some, this anxiety is overwhelming. Concerns about making a good impression or fear of rejection can lead men to steer clear of dating situations. This anxiety can be so intense that it prevents men from even attempting to engage in the dating scene. Yeah. And that's one of the things too with social media that I had seen before is an increase in anxiety when it comes to man approaching women. And I think social media, the way that people communicate and meet each other nowadays over the internet, I think it makes rejection even harder, especially when it comes time when you got to meet with people face to face. It's much different. You know, when you send somebody when you I'm trying to make sure I don't say nothing that's in point number 13 because I see what's next is overwhelming dating app dynamics. I was just gonna say, like, when I was growing up, I didn't really have the internet like that. You didn't meet people online like that and stuff like that. And it was just different when you go up and you would walk up and you would walk around with a pen and a piece of paper in your pocket, and you got to go up and talk to somebody. You know, when you're online, you have forever to respond. If it's something you don't know, you can look it up and respond and put it in your message. And I just think it's different. I think social media has made it worse. People don't know how to talk to each other anymore. Number 13 is overwhelming dating app dynamics. Navigating dating apps can be overwhelming. The abundance of choices, the superficial nature of the platforms, and the effort required to maintain conversation can deter man from these dating tools. Many men find the process exhausting and impersonal. That's what I was saying, dating through a screen, which discourages them from continuing to use these apps. I too think it's downright dangerous. You don't even know what people look like anymore. Anyway, I would hate dating that. People already got the weed, the makeup, the filters, and everything like that. To me, dating apps are scary. Number 14 is legal and financial risks. In some cases, men are cautious about the legal and financial ramifications of relationships, especially when considering marriage. Concerns about divorce or financial disputes can make them reluctant to engage deeply with someone. That's real. A lot of men fear divorce, but that goes back when I was saying about the fear of commitment. And I don't think it's necessarily about the commitment itself. But if I don't get it right, this person legally can just walk away for whatever reason, and I lose everything. I can't live in the house with my kids no more. I got to pay child support. And I think that's a reasonable fear to have. Number 5 is societal expectation. I mean, why I say 5? Number 15 is societal expectations. Societal pressures about how relationships should progress or what roles man should play can be stifling. Feeling unable to fulfill these roles or disagreeing with them can be reasons men don't want to date. These expectations can make dating seem more like fulfilling a role than building a genuine connection. Um, and I think and that goes back to what DLC said. Key bottom line is after decades of social systematic ignorance, men are finally beginning to acknowledge themselves as human beings and making it known that they deserve better treatment from women. And then I said, well, yeah, as a man, you are taught to work till you die, fulfill this role. You're expendable, and I think that's those things line up right there. Let's see. Universal says they don't want man to wake up to female nature, but they want man to wake up to them changing, adapting to this new modern female. But they need us to remain ignorant because they thrive off of it. Yes, I definitely agree. And you know what's weird though is because a lot of people complain and they'll say, "Man, men are online complaining and talking crap about women." But you know what? Men just started opening their mouth. What we have now, the podcast and men talking, I'm gonna be honest, when I being a young boy, men didn't never talk like this at all. And and growing up like that, you just go along with the flow. You just think that's what you're supposed to do, and you never think to say anything. You're like a robot just following orders. And a lot of people don't want men to talk and have a voice, but I mean, we just got our voice. It's very new. I never heard man talk like this. Like seriously, ever. What's going on now with man finally having a voice saying what they want is very, very new. But and people seem to have a problem with it. Females don't like anything a guy does that takes attention away from them. They feel like they need to always be your center of attention, which is why women vacuum comes on at game time. Yeah, man. Yeah, they do. A lot of women do act that way. Needy, clingy, want the attention. Shout out, let's say Lockheed, the bounty hunter, societal pressures. In other words, men are responsible for everything, and she gets to exist. Yeah, basically. Yeah, I like that one. I'm gonna hold on to that one too. I'll stop making fun of these women the day they stop recording and opening themselves up. It's too much fun for me. Yo, they got a guy. Y'all ever watch? Damn, what's the name of that YouTube channel? It's Modern Women something, and you'll have women like recording themselves just complaining about things that it's just adult stuff. Like they had one woman, she was on there crying, and she was like, I'm learning that I don't have to be so strong. I'm learning I don't have to be so independent, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, thank you. Modern Women Archives, the funniest crap I ever. It's the best. And it's just weird. And this woman was crying about that. And I said, hold on. And this shows you why, like, some women really are not used to independence, because she actually thought independence meant you never get help. And I'm like, that's ridiculous, because guys help each other all the time. Hey, bro, I'm trying to save money. If I buy the material to fix my floors, do you think you can come over and help me? Yeah, man, ain't no problem, bro. I come over after work. Women don't understand that, and they think independence means you actually just do everything, but you don't get no help, no nothing. Like, come on. If your homeboy know how to do an oil change, hey bro, you come over to the house. I'm gonna get the oil, get everything. You'll show me how to do the oil change. Ah, man, ain't no problem, man. I come over. Man, help each other all the time. And the things they're on there crying, man, Modern Women Archives, man, check it out. It is hilarious. It's hilarious. But it goes back to what you just said. In other words, men are responsible for everything, and she gets to exist. And it's been like that for so long. A lot of them don't even I said this before, and it sounds bad, but women have been given rights and powers that they do not understand. They do. You can see them online complaining about things that men have been doing for thousands of years that men don't even think to complain about, because it comes natural to us. Let's see. 16. Did I read? Yeah, this one I just read. 16 is personal development goals. Some men choose to focus on personal growth rather than relationships. They might feel that dating could distract them from personal goals or self-improvement efforts. This focus on self can make them prefer solitude or non-romantic engagements over romantic relationships. But that's a good thing. If you don't have yourself together before dating, you're going to end up putting more pressure on yourself, hurting yourself, and then you'll hurt the person that you're in a relationship with. So you should always put personal development before any relationship. And if you're a man, you got to put personal development first, And you got to make sure you got your finances in order too as well. Because if you don't have it together, the women just gonna make fun of you anyway. So you might as well not even date if you don't have those things together. Number 17 is the complexity of modern relationships. Modern relationships can be complex and demanding. Men might view the emotional and mental demands of relationships as overly complicated, prompting them to avoid dating. The complexity can make relationships appear daunting, deterring man from engaging in them. Modern relationships are very, 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 very confusing because I was talking, I was on the app Clubhouse, and they said, well, don't you think that men and women in relationships are equal? And I said, it's impossible for them to be equal because if you lose your job as a man, I'm expected to be the breadwinner. So I would have no issue taking care of you, taking care of the kids. I would not complain about it. And if I did try to complain about it, people say, what? You're a man. That's your wife. That's your kids. Right. But if I lose my job, you'll help me out for a little bit. But ultimately, you wouldn't want to take care of me. And if you complained about it, no one would say, hey, you're the wife. That's your husband. Those are your kids. You know what they would say? You right, girl. He need to get off his ass and go get a job. And so modern relationships, to me personally, when I look at them, they're very weird, is because they preach equality, but they don't really operate that way. I think it's a nice idea, something to think about and say it's equal, but it's really not. You ask, I I I had to keep bringing it up because this is where it came out the mouth of women when Kevin Samuels would ask them, how much of the bills do you want to be responsible for? None of them said 100%. The relationship simply just cannot be a equal relationship on any level. If the woman is crying or emotional, it's acceptable. If you're crying and emotional, they're going to call you a weak man. It can never be equal. But modern relationships preach it, but they don't. Most relationships, they just don't operate that way. 18, fear of losing autonomy. Similar to the fear of commitment, many men worry that being in a relationship will mean losing their autonomy. This fear can be enough to keep them from entering the dating pool. They may fear the adjustments and compromises required in relationships, which could impede their lifestyle or personal choices. Yeah, I think that goes along with the some of these points have a lot to do with each other. I think the other one was freedom or sense of self, the one we read earlier. So I think that kind of ties into that. Number 19 is commitment fears in males. They talked about commitment in like what was that, point 2 or 3? But point 19 is commitment fears in males. Commitment phobia is not just about long-term relationship. It also includes fears of not living up to partner expectations or dealing with potential conflicts. These anxieties contribute further to reasons men don't want to date. Okay, and that's what I said earlier. And I had not read this before, but that's why I said earlier. I think it's the fear of what happens when you fail if you should not succeed. How harsh your partner, the family, this world will be to you if you fail. I'll come back up to that. Number 20. I think that's all right. Number 20 is changing attitudes towards marriage. As societal attitudes towards marriage change, some men question the value of it. Doubts about the benefits of marriage, influenced by rising divorce rates and changing societal norms, also feed into reasons men don't want to date. Yep. divorce rates go up, and then they are initiated by women. And I think that's because the person who benefits from divorce is damn sure going to be the one to get it. And I think women benefit more. I think they benefit either way. I think they benefit in marriage, but I think they also benefit in divorce if they want to leave. And especially if they got the kids, majority of the time they're going to get the kids. You're going to pay the child support. In some cases, going to get alimony. In some cases, some states, they're going to get a cut of your retirement check as well. Let's see facts. What it says. In recent years, the dating landscape has undergone significant transformations influenced by shifts in societal norms, economic conditions, and technological advancements. These changes have impacted how men perceive and approach dating. Here's a closer look at some common questions surrounding these developments. How has the perception of dating among men changed in the last decade? I've been talking all night. How has the perception of dating among men changed in the last decade? In the last decade, many men have grown skeptical about the value and the traditional dating, viewing it as less essential. Influences like changing gender roles and the rise of digital dating platforms have reshaped expectations and approaches towards finding a partner. I sometimes think dating is stupid anyway. When I watch half of these dating shows and when I listen to people talk, and like it's so like so transactional. I don't even know why anybody would need to date. If it's going to be so transactional, it should be just simple. I make this amount of money. You be my wife. These are your duties, and you do your job. I do mine, and leave it at that. Right. Locky Bounty Hunter says the concept of dating has changed. It absolutely has. Let's see. Dating has become a means of getting free food and having fun experiences, not about spending time with a potential mate. And I agree. And you know what? And that's why I'm saying, like, it would be nothing wrong with that if the respect came with it, right? Because they have relationships like that where it is financial, but women that do sign up for that agree to it all the way. She's going to be with this guy that's financially stable, financially well off, um, has the social, status, but she is going to submit. She is going to be a wife. She is going to fulfill her wifely duties. I think the issue is from what I'm hearing, a lot of women nowadays, when I hear them speak, they want that free food, the experiences, the money, the finances, and that's it. They don't give anything to that guy in return. That guy gets nothing out of it. Are economic factors more significant than personal reasons for man's lack of interest in dating? Economic factors such as insecurity, and the cost of dating play a significant role, but are often intertwined with personal reasons like the desire for freedom or past relationship traumas. Both sets of factors collectively contribute to man's reluctance to engage in dating. How can man overcome challenges in the current dating environment? Man can overcome dating challenges by setting clear intentions, improving communication skills, and using technology wisely. Focusing on personal development and understanding what they truly seek in a relationship can also help navigate the complexities of modern dating. I agree with that. I think setting the clear intentions and knowing what you want, improving your communication skills, I think that's the best advice. I was telling a young guy that one time he was talking about dating and stuff, and I was just asking him how does he date, and he was saying, "Well, if I see a beautiful woman, I go up to her and and I just ask her number and take her out on a date. And I said, that's your problem right there. I said, just because a woman, I said, man, him being young and the internet, I said, man, you got too much access to too many women. And you got to work on yourself. You got to get your finances right. You got to learn the language, how to communicate. You got to learn how to vet and how to read people. Seriously, because a lot of your bad experiences is going to come from the fact that you simply men have to stop taking women out just because they beautiful, and that's how they getting over on a lot of guys. Just because they beautiful, who cares? There's a beautiful woman around every corner. Like Gucci Man said, they like buses. Mix one, next 15 one coming. And that comes with having clear, you got to have those clear intentions of what you want, because you don't want to waste your time and feel used up. And it ain't about complaining about money, but I mean, if you taking people out on dates, you spending $50 here, $100 here, $200 here, $300 here, you gonna just be damn broken. You ain't gonna have no success. So I think what they just putting that's the best environment. That's why I say you gotta work on yourself first. If you haven't worked on yourself, know exactly what you want so that you don't waste your time out here. Right. Yeah. I think that's about it. How long I been on here? Oh man, about 2 hours, 30 minutes. I had fun though. That pop the balloon was interesting, man, but it was hard to watch because it was so dry. And it just made me think of this topic. I was like, I don't think a lot of men are enthused. A lot of those guys, when those women were coming out, they didn't seem excited. It's kind of like it's kind of like they knew, like, I already know the one ain't gonna come out. I don't think people have faith in dating no more, that they gonna find somebody that they in love with. And I was just thinking about, like, when they ask people on these dating shows, like, do you have any questions? It's like you just answering the same boring questions. What you do for a living? What do you do for fun? You get the same answer. I like to travel. It's like they don't even put no effort into it at all. DLC says, more importantly, men have to stop complimenting women who haven't earned the privilege of getting complimented, especially on these pop the balloon shows. Oh, I am so glad you said that, because I got into an argument with a guy on Clubhouse. We was in the room talking about this, and this guy said, "Well, hey, um, you know, a lot of you guys won't even compliment women, in public anymore." And he was saying, like, if you see a beautiful woman, would you compliment her? And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, in a conversation that I'm having with her? Or he was like, no, he's like, if I see a beautiful woman, I love women so much, I'll just, he'll say, like, he don't want their number, he don't want to take them on a date, he don't want to sleep with them. But if he see a beautiful woman, he'll just walk over to her and compliment her. And I was like, why? For what? You act like she just won an award or something like that. That's why I said a lot of time, that's why women think they can just walk over man anyway. They don't have to do anything. They don't have to earn anything. It's just, you're beautiful. For what? Like, men have to stop doing that. First of all, they don't respect it anyway. They ain't gonna do nothing but call you thirsty. Why? Because if you want more out of a person, you gotta bring that out of them. If I compliment somebody, it's going to be on their character. It's going to be on an accomplishment, something important, something that means something. It cannot just be beauty alone, because how many people are beautiful and they ugly on the inside? They're mean. They're nasty. I'm not going to compliment you for. First of all, I don't even know how you could really say who's beautiful or not. People got the makeup and the weave on. You don't even know what they really look like for real. But man have to DLC says, more importantly, man have to stop complimenting women who haven't earned the privilege of getting complimented, especially on these pop the balloon shows. And I'm just reading that again, man. I like that you said that. And you notice when you watch Pop the Balloon anyway, they really feed off of it. You can see the attitude, the nastiness when they don't get the compliment that they want. You know, I think, and I've seen that. I've seen a woman on Pop the Balloon straight up diss a dude, and then when lady asked the man, "Well, why did you have her balloon? Why did you have your balloon unpop for her?" And if the guy just gives some like nonchalant answer, the woman to get mad. I'm like, why do you need a compliment from a man you just dissed anyway? It's like, it's crazy. Let me see. But yeah, it was only yeah, it was only 20. But I think the dating market, to me personally, what I feel like the dating market has changed the most, because typically the dating market used to be more simple. It was women run, men chase. And I think now you have a lot of women running, and when they look behind them, there are no men chasing them. Men are like Men are not blindly running behind women like they used to, which is a good thing. I think men are now saying, well, hey, I want to have some standards. I don't want to just blindly be this man that you saying I have to be and stuff. No, what I want is important too. I'm no longer going to be expendable and just used up and thrown away. Pour everything I have into this relationship, and you could just up and divorce me, leave, and take anything at any time you freaking feel like it. And I think a lot of guys are putting more thought into that. Let's see. Universal says, yeah, DLC, I never understood the "you're beautiful" though after being rejected. They're just scared of offending or just want to be PC. Yeah, I think that's what it is. But what's weird about that? And I was watching the show with my wife, right? And she agrees with me. A lot of times they act like guys are so ruthless, but most guys don't really want to hurt a woman's feeling. And I think that's why they do that. Like you said, to be PC or to just be nice, not hurt nobody, or just to avoid an argument and to avoid an attitude. You know what I mean? DLC says it's absolutely ridiculous for a man to be on a dating show where a female is disqualifying and often outright disrespecting him in his face, and he's talking about you still beautiful. Yeah. My personality, my attitude, I definitely wouldn't do it. It is one guy that went on the show and I liked it because if the women were popping the balloon on him, and so the lady would ask the women, "Hey, why did you pop the balloon?" Then she would ask the guy, "Hey, is this your woman, your type?" And he would say, "No, because I like people who like me. If the woman don't like me, she's not my type, and I don't like her." And you could see the women like that in their face, they were angry, they were pissed because even though they said that he wasn't their type and they didn't like him, had no interest in him, they still expected him to compliment them and to say that they were his type, which is weird. Because I don't know why you would care for a compliment from somebody that you don't even like and they ain't your type. Shout out DLC. He's agreeing with Universal. He says exactly. Universal says shaking my head like they got Stockholm syndrome or something. Yeah. I don't know if y'all guys are still out there dating, if you're giving up or not, or if you like me, you just out the dating game. Period. If y'all, I hear the stories. I'm seeing it online. Another show I normally do is the Kendra G Singles Live show. So I get to see and I like the Kendra G show. Shows like Pop the Balloon to me can be scripted. The Kendra G Singles Live show is just random everyday average people calling into a show, saying what they want, saying what they're looking for, sharing their personal life. And watching that show, good perspective of how women are being unrealistic, what they expect to bring to the relationship, what they expect to bring to the marriage. Oh, damn. Let's see. Yeah, my Wi-Fi acting up. How long it's been? Oh shoot. Yeah, I'm gonna have to close this one out. It's been 2 hours and 41 minutes. Um hey man, I appreciate everybody that came through. Um I had fun with this video, man. I think everybody, especially everybody watching. Um if you like the video, man, you could thumbs it up. If you like the content, you can subscribe and stuff. I always go live. I don't hound nobody, bother nobody about no money or nothing like that. I just do this honestly just for fun, man. It's just how I unwind. I watch videos and stuff. Shout out Salty. He was in I don't know if he's still in here, but he was in here earlier. Shout out Iron. Um let's see, shout out Universal, Dino Two Guns, Omega Millions, DLC, Lord of the Pies, Lockheed, the Bounty Hunter, DLC says, yeah, it's really about trying to avoid a back and forth argument on camera, but men have to get over the concept of sparing a woman's feelings. Otherwise, the women will never learn any better. Exactly. People do have we have to get people used to men being honest and truthful and not letting it be turned into them saying, look, he's angry, he's aggressive, that's the signs of an abuser. Oh, look, he's a narcissist. Oh, look, that's toxic masculinity. We have to get people used to that old school man being firm, say what you mean what you say, let your yes be a yes, and let your no be your no. DLC says excellent stream. Hey man, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm learning every day. I got a lot of stuff on my channel and stuff, but I really grew my channel off just posting shorts and stuff. But lives is something I still trying to get used to doing it. So I'm trying to get better, man. I appreciate you saying that. Appreciate you too, Universal. You said salute, Risky. Love the stream. Thank you, man. I appreciate y'all talking to me, man. It mean a lot to me, and I appreciate it. I really do. I really do have fun with it, and I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Really means a lot to me. So I'm about to close it out. My internet is acting up. I'm pretty sure I'm coming through a little choppy and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it so don't mess up all the way. Appreciate y'all. What's tomorrow? Saturday. I'll probably be on. I'm pretty sure I'll be on. Well, it is technically Saturday now, so but I'll be on later on today, man. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for stopping through. Hopefully, I hope to see y'all on the next live. Thank you.
Risky behavior.